Inside Stone's Gambling Hall in Sacramento, California, you'll find Sammy's Restaurant and Bar. Recognized for its innovative, healthy global cuisine, Sammy's offers menu selections made with local, organic ingredients. Indulgent options like truffle fries, duck tacos, artisan wood-fired pizzas, fresh salads, and more, along with an eclectic selection of craft beers and classic handcrafted cocktails. Plus, with 40 big screen TVs, Sammy's is also the perfect place to catch your favorite game. Satisfy your craving anytime, 24/7, tableside or in the dining room at Sammy's Restaurant and Bar at Stone's Gambling Hall.
We had them post for like 40 seconds.
We were there for so long, it felt like forever. Ladies and gentlemen, Stone's Live. It is the morning conference. It's back by Hot Food Band.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. Is this the first one in a while?
Since you don't like all 5 minutes until he's like, yeah, right?
Busy getting deported and then reported.
Yeah. That's fine. For sure, you can have it back. So it's been a little while. This is your first time coming in the Veronica conference.
Yes.
Yeah.
First time.
What can you say about this game?
Everything. Wait.
It's a 1-3 that plays like a 5-10 that starts out that still just has like the casual drinking properties of like a 1-2 game. It's wonderful. It's absolutely spectacular.
There was wine. I'm a little jealous.
There's a lot jealous.
Slightly jealous.
There's a lot of wine, a lot of booze flowing around the table. Veronica schmammered, as she would say.
Schmammered?
Schmammered. Kathy Stahl's in the game. She's barreling the beers. Arona
Valerie Cross.
Val Cross in the game. It's an absolute disaster over there. I just showed up. I walked right over the table, and next thing you know, we have a 5-bet pot that's rip pre-flop. What can you do?
Yeah, nothing.
What? Nothing.
Just sit back and hold on for dear life.
Lock the doors.
Yeah.
My God, you didn't hear me. Corey, you're the best.
Wow. And
For
then
those
we
of you
just
who don't know,
got
Corey's
some
the best.
amazing
Coffee.
Stone's
We had, like,
coffee
yeah,
in a mug.
In a mug.
In 2 mugs.
What's that? Yeah, it's good.
And thanks.
I'm so excited.
Jake ordered it. We had a tea party one time when we were playing a
it's like
tournament.
our little-
Now we're
it's like
having
our
a
little
coffee
thing, like
tournament
little
or coffee party. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you. All right. Exciting.
Shout out to everyone there in the chat with us. Pocket Abe's, the poker boss, Mr. Sean McCormick.
This is the Sean McCormick and
Yeah,
Friends without Sean McCormick.
Without Sean McCormick.
Friends of Sean McCormick's.
It's a disaster. Sean McCormick's got his hands full these days.
Yeah, I was
with
going to say,
the,
a little bit
Poker
busy,
Masters.
right?
Yeah.
They were finishing that up. When I left my house, there were 6 left. And
Was
4 of them were German. Daniel
Germans.
Legrand is not. It was Bonomo and Scott Davies, and then 4 German guys.
So the bet's over. Negreanu cannot win.
He can win if Bonomo wins, and Davies. He does not have a bet with either one of them.
Okay.
He doesn't win the bet. At this point, he can't win the bet.
Yeah, he can't win the bet.
But he's sweating like 50K.
Heads
up
Heads
bet.
up. Yeah. Okay. So sweating Bonomo.
Still 6. So
Still 6
I
left.
believe it's Bonomo and Davies are the 2 people he doesn't have bets with.
Here's why Sean McCormick is the best.
Yeah.
It's the 50K buy-in or Poker Masters going on. I think right now it's the
This is 100K.
100K, and Sean McCormick is tuned in
Still tunes into Stone's Live.
to watch the 1-3 game.
Yeah. And we know what's great about poker, I think, is that the community, as more and more I get involved, the community sort of supports itself, right?
Top to bottom, yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
all, when
From-
Arya's showing Poker After Dark,
Yeah.
we're there watching. When
it's
when
good
we're
stuff.
showing Poker After Dark and 3 bottles of wine,
Yeah. We all tune in. It's
then
good stuff.
Sean's here. Obviously, there's no way.
Stratos 1279. What's going on? All right, we're down to the table. It is the 1-3 Veronica and Friends. We see Veronica Brill there in C4. We're
You
gonna
hear
take
Veronica and Friends. They
And-
all have
and
names,
friends,
though.
and
The
friends.
friends have their own names.
They do have their own names. So let's take a walk around the table and see what we got. In seat 1, Mercedes. She is French. Yes, no.
Mercedes.
And she rocks the Converse. Gotta love that. In seat 2, new player to Sacramento, Casey. She's a crusher from what I hear.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's my
Well, she,
understanding.
you know what? Like a lot of these girls dressed up. Casey's looking pretty
Yeah,
Pretty
she came out
excellent.
to
So
the
she's
nines.
dressed like a boss,
Yeah.
ready to boss the table, hopefully. We'll see.
Position on Casey is our own personal disaster, Mrs.
Valcross.
Valcross. Valcross. What can you not say? She's got a lot of problems, but we love her.
Got a lot of problems. You know what? Yeah, Val's great. Obviously, it's pretty exciting. This is kind of funny. I was trying to get the table audio, and I'm getting our audio back.
Seat 4.
Brilski. What a great
Jesus.
photo! Wow.
God.
I think that wins
actual
of all
photos.
the potential photos.
That is such a 80s Canadian.
Oh my gosh.
What is
This
that?
looks like someone who in the future gets deported from Poland.
Yeah,
right?
that's the future. Someone who all right, get out of the country. In seat 5, Mrs. Duckworth herself, Alicia, and if you've never had the opportunity or necessarily the privilege of playing with Alicia at the table, you are missing out.
I have not.
Brings so
This
much
is the
live to
first
the
for
table,
me, yeah.
so much table conversation. She's a blast to play with. We'll
She
give
has a
it
pretty
as much as
fantastic
take it.
picture,
Yeah,
too.
it's wonderful. It's the best.
Yeah, that's a great picture.
In seat 6, to Alicia's left, we have Connie. I can't say that I'm familiar with Connie. I don't know if I've seen her play on the stream yet before, or how much live experience I have with her. For all I know, she is, the reincarnation of Phil Ivey. I don't know. So we'll have to just learn and watch Connie and see what happens.
She's
next.
like Vanessa Selves, but with glasses.
But with
in terms of
glasses.
skill, right?
Yeah.
Not look alike.
Yeah. Well, that Doug
Then-
Polk's
yeah,
themselves
exactly.
look alike. Seat 7, Hurricane Irma. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
There are no breaks in this room.
I feel like
Irma.
Yeah.
She's the best.
I guess. It's right.
To Irma's left.
soon? No.
Too soon. Is Jenny.
Maybe she's
or,
like-
sorry, JL, as she's going to go by tonight. One of the absolute nicest human beings you'll ever come across in the poker world.
Yeah.
Genuinely sweetheart. And also, I'm told now, is trying to change her name to Lily. Lily's going to put out about $15
Oh, with the 5-4.
with a 5-4. Gotta
No,
like
why
it.
not?
Because reasons.
Valerie's not going anywhere, I don't think.
She doesn't believe anything. And rounding out the lineup in seat 9, Miss Kathy Stahl. Kathy
Everyone's
the Crusher.
smiling in these pictures. These
So
are great.
happy. These are such great
these are
games. They
Great,
really are.
great photos. I'm excited about this. Valerie's probably excited-ish about getting. I don't know. I felt like Valerie's not going to fold to that river, but I was wrong.
Yeah, it's not the worst river. You're going to call a turn. I mean, it's not.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
In Val's defense, JL does have somewhat of a snug reputation. Overfold.
So after this year's WSOP, I heard after the fact that there was ladies weekend, right? There were a bunch of ladies only tournaments. There's a ladies week that goes on right now. Oh, did you not know about that? No! Are none of you guys on the
Thank you. Sweet.
And we're back.
Oh, flashing. We're flashing. That's what we just did. Right there.
Spring break. So, like I said, the game is 1-3. It's I think it's $100 to $500 buy-in to start, but it does play table stakes. It's the smallest game that we offer here at Stones. It does play table stakes. Everything besides the 1-2 game does play table stakes. So once the game warms up a little bit, stacks will get deeper, people will get felted, and this game we've seen it play with a straddle as high as $100 and change.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be a huge surprise. I think this is going to get wild. I
Yeah.
think for a 1-3
It can get
game,
weird.
this is going to play pretty big. You start any game an hour into a table stakes game, and you're going to have somebody who's rocking a 500 to 1,000 stack, easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Play Stones deep.
Yes, Stones deep. Hello, everyone in the chat. Yeah, eating the Run Good salad. So far, though, according to Val, she says it hasn't been. The salad's not working so far.
The
But
jury's still out
maybe
on
we'll
it.
turn it around here.
All right, so we got to flop Queen 5-4, 2 hearts. Everyone misses. Connie's open-ended with backdoor diamonds. No one else has much of anything on that board.
Who is the babe in seat 7? I would say. Oh, right. Okay. Anyway, babe in seat 7. Which is that Hurricane Irma? Is that? That was her name? They're passing around wine. Looks like.
Val tried to pick up the pot on the flop. Connie called, of course. Now she turns a pair to go along with her open-ended straight draw.
Very
Val has a
favorable
gut shot in 2 overs. She's going to check back, realize her equity. Harlan's going to move in for a
Yeah,
sweat.
this Harlan is. If they should have allowed one guy in Ladies' Night, it should have been Harlan. But he'll probably make several guest appearances. I believe when we were over there, he was helping provide wine to everyone. So Connie takes down the hand.
Val checks back, gives it up.
Barrels and barrels of vino. Yes, exactly. There's going to be barrels
Bottles
on
being
each
thrown
street
around.
and bottles of wine. It looks like several
Some
hugs.
three-way hugs going on. Harlan's like, have you, like, I win big pots. I got a big bankroll.
And
How
Harlan
you
just
doing?
won 2K pot while video bombing. That's funny. I wouldn't be surprised. Harlan shows up and then has decided to have some wine, but also is over there crushing whatever game he's playing, or
Crushing life.
Harlaning whatever
Harlaning, yeah.
whatever he's doing. So pretty excited. I don't know what's going on there. All right,
You
cool.
can call me Joker in the chat. The official, you can call me Joker. Alex Spade, what's going
Mercedes
on?
opens with Queen Jack of Diamonds.
I like it.
Good looking hand. I like it. What is that? Is that under the gun? Oh no, +1.
+1.
Okay.
16 to go. Casey, King Jack right behind her. She's gonna flat. I like it. I don't know too much about Mercedes. If I knew Mercedes to be a really, really snug player, I'm probably more apt to just kind of just like throw away the King Jack or 3-bet, but more like 90% of the time throw it away.
Yeah, just like directly behind King Jack seems, it's a favorable position now that everybody folds, but you don't know that.
Well,
when
you
you're calling
don't
with
know
King
that,
Jack,
yeah. Ace 9-6. Mercedes is not going to continue. Casey sees the open door to steal it.
I mean, yeah.
At 25, that's it.
Easy.
Power position.
I mean, good bet. I think that gives us an idea of what we can expect. Although,
so.
I'm curious what you think. Like ace high flop, someone called in position. They could call with like a really big ace, or like maybe you can not put them on an ace. You only have queen high, so maybe it's not really great. Was it ace king? Or no, it was just ace high flop, right?
Ace. It was like Ace 9-6, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it's not impossible, but when you have Queen Jack of Diamonds, you probably want to see something other than 3 black cards ace high.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not amazing.
The $6 straddle is on.
Holy female table. That's right. Tell your friends. Tweet about it.
I know I'm saying that wrong. Drudez. What's up?
Yeah. Druides. Yeah.
Brilski.
Wow, another insane photo. It's like the photo changes every time. That's amazing.
So many problems. She has like headshot problems now. It's a $6
Queen
straddle.
10.
She's gonna open a 21 with the Queen 10 of Hearts. I like her sizing here. JL is gonna do a little set mining here with the pocket 5s.
Oh, same with Mercedes.
Mercedes.
I like. Is that a requirement? I'm gonna miss that. Wow.
And holy flop. Brill
Jackpot
flops a
hand? No.
gut shot royal flush draw,
Can't really get.
but it's still the only one without a pair. But with 2 overs and a royal draw, she has 61% equity here.
Yeah, I don't think she's gonna go anywhere.
No.
In fact, she's betting, which I like the bet there.
Absolutely.
I mean, this is a really.
You're never in a
If you're
terrible
not
spot.
flopping a pair, this is a great, great flop for you, and takes it down. Also, if you're betting, well, I don't know. I guess if you're betting draws and the draw gets there, you probably aren't going to get paid. She didn't get really paid anyway. So that was legit set mining. Only looking for a set, and if not folding, which is not a terrible strategy in a cash game, depending on what it costs you to get in. If you're able to fold when you don't hit a
The
set.
beauty about like Stones like playing like table stakes and playing deep is that you are oftentimes being laid the correct implied odds to call most opens, if not even sometimes cold call like a lot of like smaller size like 3-bets. As long as effective stacks are deep enough, because I mean sometimes these games will play really deep at times, and so you'll see people in these games that otherwise in like 100 big blind stack games that you just can't properly cold call 3-bets with like small pocket pairs, small medium pocket pairs. In these games, as long as you think your opponent's going to barrel off, you can make an argument for it.
And I mean,
All range of options are available to you.
This is going to be exciting. I'm already stoked. It looks like Casey's got about 760 bucks. So what was the min bind or max?
To start the game, I think it was 5.
Oh, okay. So
start
she's
the
up
game.
a little bit. So
Yeah. Drake, welcome to the game.
yeah, what's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in. Veronica
James
and friends.
Cash Classic in the house. What?
Cash with a K. I like it.
Casey, who straddled for 6, wakes up with the ace queen. It's gonna make it 26 to go over the limpers.
Did JL call?
It would appear so.
Yeah.
JL
To
called
the flop.
on the button. Can't see her hand yet. Top for Casey.
Yeah. Still got a
Pretty wet board. She's gonna check it over to JL, see what's up.
I always think obviously you can check this flop, bet this flop, whatever, the idea of balancing your range where, you're not always c-betting top pair. So I'm guessing they can't here.
So they're working on that popping. Okay.
This is a table of grown ass women. I never thought it come better than that. Grown ass women.
Oh, man.
Damn it, the pot was developing.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Bam.
And we're back.
Wham-balam. I think we're almost back. Let's see. Let's see what's going on here. Yes, we are back. Holler at your boy. Welcome back. We don't know what
On to a
happened
new hand.
on that hand. Let's see. JL looks like she is about 200 shy from what she was.
She's a little bit lighter.
I feel like she lost a bit on that hand. Or, 200. It looks like. I think she had like 5. Oh, there you go.
I think we just
Casey
missed
has
one
9.
hand.
So Casey is up like 200 from that hand. The
Nice.
ace queen versus queen 7. So
So the
that's
$6
pretty
straddle
awesome.
is on. A couple limpers in the pot. Casey's going to complete the big blind. V Cross Pokers will check
Yes,
her
we are
option.
back. So for those of you who missed that, it looks like Casey picked up about 200 on the queen high flop with 2 hearts. JL had queen lesser kicker and paid it off to whatever extent. We lost the action at the flop. So here's a very exciting board, 3-6 deuce rainbow, where JL.
Val's going to bet out 25 with 9-6.
I mean,
reasonable.
often I think one bet's going to take it down on this board.
Yeah, not a lot of good turn cards for us there.
It's Val eating broccoli. I think she's got a salad going on, later to be followed by some wine. Twitch is really unique. It tells me when friends, like people I follow on Twitch, are watching. So Tim Duckworth, you know him? The poker news guy? I think
Tim Duckworth?
yeah.
Can't say that. I know Tim. I know.
Oh
I
yeah,
know
there's a guy up
Ducky.
here. His last name. Yeah, well, everyone calls this guy Ducky too. So it's like, I suppose it's a rather easy nickname if your last name is Duckworth.
Alicia and C5, Duckworth.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
Well,
speculate that the Duckworth we have in the chat, which I'm checking my chat. to read
Tim
those.
is of no relation. Yeah, but I saw him pop in.
Everything's broken.
Shout out to my homie Tim. Thanks to Tim, I get to play soccer every time I'm in Vegas. Usually, sometimes I have to play goalie, but that's fine. Anyway, I would say like Irma rocking the Batman shirt, the sleeveless Batman shirt. I really like what's going on here with the, and then Veronica with her basically best impression of a members only jacket is what that looks like, right? I think we know the game is going to be good when people start playing more hands like Queen 8 suited and Queen Jack of Diamond, which I think are perfectly playable like at almost every stage of a cash game. You know,
Yeah.
that's the whole point of a cash game is you can play hands like that easier
Yeah,
more with more frequency than you would in a tournament.
Where you're playing 40 bigs or less most oftentimes. Yeah.
So.
Flop was Jack 5-3 Rainbow. Casey hits top pair. Both V Cross and Brill hit middle pair.
Casey makes it 12. That was half the pot there, or it looked like it said 24 was in the pot. But.
Both Val and Veronica come along. Turn 6 and V Cross Poker returns 2 pair. It's not a great card. Casey's reaching for $75 in the pot. She checks. Val's gonna bet about half pot here. She bets 30.
Yeah, I think Veronica's gonna get out of the way. I don't know if Casey's gonna go away though. He flop top pair, $30 and do a $70 pot. That's about half pot.
We're ahead of Jack 7.
Yeah, that's true. You don't love a ton of rivers where you have to like check call. Are you going to check call again if you don't improve? But maybe she's waiting to the river to see what happens.
She's really hoping this is going to check river on improved.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Speaking of improved.
Yes. I mean, there's another thing there. It's going to be hard to get. Well, I don't know how hard, but it's probably going to be more difficult than it would be if you lead here to get a call. Just because.
But I think so often it's going to go like check.
Yeah, if you don't bet,
we don't
it's going to
bet.
go check. Yeah.
It's hard to put
you have to bet, but then it's like, what do you bet, right? Oh no.
She does check. I like the bet by Val.
Yeah.
Snap call.
Almost like maybe she doesn't love the 8 as much. Like maybe she's thinking, oh, okay, maybe like a streak out there. I think
it's harder to put Casey on that hand leading the flop. I mean, Casey wouldn't be leading, like 7-9 on Jack
right. Well, no,
5-3.
Val probably feels pretty safe. An unfortunate river.
Yeah. When she checks river, if Val's checking back there, we're just losing money long term.
I think Val thinks she's value betting a jack a lot of times, or like when she's getting value from a jack. And so she's betting there because she assumes Casey had hit a pair on the flop or missed a draw or whatever. What's the issue? Yes.
House DJ Cadabra.
The sound is vibrating.
From Austin, Texas.
Is that what's going on for everybody?
Killer table leg. Welcome,
sounds robotic. You know what it is? It might. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, that's if I'm not saying that's Deb.
I thought she's Poker B.
Oh, you're right.
Queen Poker is someone else.
I apologize.
I only know that because that's also her Twitter handle, which I also only know by accident, but still, I think by accident. What I think it is we're trying to get you guys the table sound, and so maybe the mic on the table is a little bit different. Like maybe that's what's being the issue. Sound is muffled. Yeah. Queen Poker, they're underwater. Wait, our sound is muffled?
Guys, in the chat, is the table talk muffled, or is Brent and I muffled?
See if I can hear it. It's us. Okay, well, we're actually underwater because we are in a giant fish tank, so.
We got a 4-bet here from Brill.
Yeah. It's probably going to take this down pretty easily.
I wish I could. I do.
I like the check by Veronica. 130 from pot. She's going to try to get her stack in here.
Yeah.
Check.
Not a whole lot is going to pay her. Well, I mean, there's a lot of hands that would pay her. Obviously, if somebody hit a queen here. But this particular spot, I can't see Casey paying her any money beyond this.
The problem is Veronica's so short here.
Yeah, but you have like no hopes. Do you really think you're winning the pot with Jack High there? Or, I mean, I don't know.
Well, it's
maybe on the flop.
It's hard for her to play this hand on like later streets here. I know why she checked that flop. It's a good check by Val. Veronica to try to get her stack in on Queen 4-3. Especially in a 4-bet pot, or I think it was a 3-bet pot actually. But,
so Casey's a big winner so far. 825 up from what was either 500 or some other amount, but max 500. So we know she's made at least $300 so far.
I heard she's a crusher.
Yeah.
Electric yellow.
Someone has told me that before, Jimmy, that I look like Matt Glantz. Maybe if I'm stubbly, it looks even more like it. Charlie, you know Charlie, the WSOP tournament director, the big guy from Ohio. You've seen him, probably.
I guarantee it.
For sure, yeah.
I better get around.
But yeah, he said that a couple years ago when we first met. It's not a terrible. I mean, like a lot of people say, John. Let's be honest. Like when you spend your most of your life as a chubby person, and somebody compares you to someone accurately, but yeah.
Okay, so we have a $6 straddle. The Hurricane Irma raised it to 20 with aces. Kathy 3-bets to 60 with a 9-10 suited over
This
one
is the
caller.
hand. This is the hand that was. That's us in the background.
And I see my crotch in the background.
Yeah, and then there's Harlan.
You, me, and Harlan.
Yeah, Harlan
It's a lot
with
of,
wine.
It's a lot of background man crotch.
Jake and Brent sans wine.
And Veronica's going to wake up with queens here, and she is cutting out chips for a 4-bet. So we have open, under the gun plus 1 to 20, call 20, 3-bet to 60, and now a cold 4-bet out of the small blind to 150 with queens.
You have to really, I mean, given the previous action, when you look down at queens, you probably love it
Well, yeah, I mean,
more often than not.
We don't know that Hurricane has aces, and as we can see here by Kathy 3-betting the 9-10, Kathy can have a lot of worse hands than queens in her 3-betting range.
All you men
So
need to quiet down.
I'm more than happy to 4-bet queens against Kathy's 3-bet.
But I like the aggressive 3-bet. Obviously, Kathy's not going to continue at this point,
Yeah, she can.
but I like, 3-betting in position with suited connectors is like
And we
a
got
staple.
And we got a 5-bet shove here from Hurricane Irma, of course.
So 269. That's snap called. Extra $100. Valerie or Veronica. I keep saying Veronica's never gonna fold, but she's gonna hate that she's behind. And
that's trouble.
then that's it.
And that's
yeah.
it.
Bam. Done. As far as I know, they were running it only once.
The board runs out ace 6-6. The Hurricane flops aces full of sixes. The board runs out 6-7-8. Kathy who 3-bet the 9-10.
Yeah.
Would have rivered a straight there. It would have been interesting to see how that would have played out. Had Veronica elected to just cold call the 3-bet out of the small blind,
Yeah.
which
I don't think you're gonna do it from the small blind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not from the small blind.
If she was in position, I could see her
That's one
calling
thing.
it.
But like, had she decided to, take a different line there and just like flat,
Yeah.
although it's still gonna come back, I'm still gonna 4-bet.
Yeah,
Never mind.
It's
Kathy
actually like
would
a
never
fun
have that.
exercise. A friend of mine wanted to try to like engineer a movie hand. We have a message from the beyond. Anyway, a friend of mine wanted to try to engineer a movie hand, like one of those kind of Casino Royale type situations where one guy has a straight flush, one guy has a royal, the other guy has quads kind of thing. But what he said is he's like, you give people these hands, and then how would you actually get to the point where all of these people would make it to the river, right?
Yeah, how would
like,
it actually happen?
how would the action have to go?
Everyone slow plays
So it's
everyone.
so it's a fun. It's at least fun. One of the things that's neat about poker is that you can kind of theorize, like what if. Like oftentimes, if I'm losing a hand, I don't play a ton of cash, but if I lose a hand, or even a tournament or whatever, I think about like, how could I have prevented this? Like,
I feel like that. However,
is there a way? Like, is there a realistic way to avoid what happened?
That's a really, really dangerous way of analyzing poker, though. However, 'cause sometimes you're just gonna be totally results oriented like that. Like, I mean, sometimes you play.
I mean, like, not that I played it wrong, but could I have played? Is there an outcome, a way that outcome could have been different?
Could have been different.
To give you like an example, I played that PLO tournament that we were both looking forward to. I busted in level 2 after I made like a big pot 3-bet with aces and got like 2 callers, and the board was like 10 Jack 9, and then very similar to that board, King Jack 3, and then I flopped. I called in position with like 3, 4, 5, 6 or something like that, and I actually flopped a straight. And then the guy at the very end, I raised, I don't know, whatever. He bet on the river. I could never fold, I don't think. But then I was trying to think, like,
Trying to work it back.
yeah, could I have folded pre? Probably, because it was not a great hand.
Mercedes is going to elect to bet 35 here with queens on a king high board. King Jack 3, 2 hearts. Brill, who reloaded, hits her king. She would love for one of those cards to be closed. She'd love to have a backup club draw here, but she can't. But she'll accept 2 pair. Hearts do complete. Giving Mercedes the queen high flush draw. Second nut heart draw. Brill does turn 2 pair.
Yeah, Mercedes looks like she's going to bet again. 75 or somewhere in that vicinity. 75. Yeah. Veronica, like you could see like a lot of different plays here. 250 left. If you call 75, is there anything you're folding on the river? If you call 75 of your 250,
call down every non-heart.
right? Oh, and it's safe, except well, it doesn't matter. Yeah, nothing changes. Now
We
she
lose the
has
better king kickers.
3
Check,
pairs.
check.
That's true.
No, we don't know. So
Yeah, well, like,
sorry.
yeah, you're not gonna.
Sorry, I totally. Yeah.
You'd lose the king jack
We
or
lose king-
kings, pocket kings.
Sorry.
Yeah,
All
or
right,
a
guys,
3.
We are back.
Yeah, there's like lots of technical difficulties in here
Yeah.
at the moment. I think it's mostly spawned because of massive amounts of jealousy that we didn't get to play in the Veronica and Friends
Right.
game, right?
Like-
there's like wine and there's like well-dressed women,
At, like, the-
even poorly dressed women. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
After like it was like the second or third Veronica and Friends game, I was trying to like wiggle my way and be like, hey,
Right, yeah.
it's Veronica and Friends, and like Veronica like
You're like,
stopped
I'm
me
a
in my
friend,
tracks,
right?
and she's like, Jake, it's Veronica and Friends, not Veronica and like associates. I was like, oh wow.
And you know that's funny. Debatable whether or not she means that,
Oh, no.
but it was still pretty hilarious.
Oh boy.
that-
Xeno
is it-
11. What's the look?
Oh no, is it bomb pot time? Is that what's happening? Or
I believe we do have a bomb
oh,
pot.
very exciting. I missed this last time we were doing PLO. They weren't doing the bomb pots. Let's see. Now it's like we got to look around. It looks like Alicia flops 2 pair, which has got to feel good. Connie flops top pair with top kicker. And,
Ace King and a bomb pot on an ace high board. We just love this spot.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for her, she's gonna get a
Kathy's
really
continuing with the
weird-
deuce. You know what? I like the gamble and Kathy. There's a lot of cards on the turn, like a heart. Obviously, you know she's got a lot of potential. I mean, not against the specific hand she's against, but you know I like that she's willing to make that call there.
Calls bottom pair with the backdoor nut heart draw. Now Alicia flops top and bottom pair. She's got a bet and a call in front of her.
Okay, so like in a bomb pot, it's really tough because you kind of don't want you could think one of these people is like a flush draw, right?
I would be raising for sure.
Yeah,
Alicia's just gonna call.
but maybe she thinks she's gonna get max value here. You have to like dodge a run out you're comfortable with.
Checks to Alicia on the button.
Oh wow, okay. And
Now
she bets
she
like
bets 150.
150 of like 400 behind. Yeah, she had 419. She bets 150.
Connie only has 2 1/4 back.
It's hard to fold. Like she.
One bet is 140.
I don't know. In a bomb pot, I think it's actually easier to fold in the spot just because
There's
so many
there's
random
more-
2-pair.
Yeah, that's it.
combos,
There's more, like 9 deuce, 8 deuce is a combo here.
Yeah,
you know, not like
everything
and
is
otherwise,
potential,
You would never
yeah.
like have that like in the villain's range. But like now,
Right.
it's like everything's possible.
That's why bomb pots are fun and annoying at the same time. Well, fun for us.
Yeah,
like
fun
as a
for us.
viewer, the bomb pots are the best.
Connie makes a very disciplined laydown.
Yeah.
Gets away from the ace king. Kathy does not turn a heart draw.
Yeah, it would have been
Tough
interesting to see what happens if that's a 9 of hearts. I don't know. Maybe Kathy still gets away from it, but she also wanted to call and get that chance to see what would happen, right? If it's another heart, maybe Alicia checks behind, and you get to the river for free.
Yeah.
So I don't hate the call there by Kathy. I think more people. We've had at least one cash game session that I don't remember if it was me and you, but where the people were like playing very small pots. Nobody's really playing suited connectors, and if they are, they're not like 3-betting, they're limping or whatever.
Yeah.
So this game definitely has potential to move some chips.
Absolutely. I'm in last place. Welcome to the stream. This is All These Girls Play Poker. Very excellent observation, sir.
Even if they're playing poker for now.
For now.
But I mean, I imagine all of you knew everyone at the table anyway. These are all poker players.
Absolutely.
They play poker.
Although I
You know,
it's
it's 2017. Women can play poker too,
and everything.
and they play it well.
I kind of feel like though, like right
can
now,
do
like
everything. He can
poker's
do
kind of
everything.
like the background, like thing, like hey, you guys want to get together and like drink a lot,
Yeah,
too much
see,
wine.
the Veronica and
then
Friends
we'll
game
play
is
poker
like
in
an
between.
excuse to kind of hang out and have fun. It's a great excuse.
This count 01, I'm way too happy with limping in. Oh my goodness, put it away. Hurricane another pocket pair.
Wow, there are children. No, is Veronica actually playing? Yes, she did lose the big pot with queens versus aces. So she reloaded to, it appears she reloaded to 500 or made a little bit.
$64 in the pot.
Wow, what a great spot for Val. Like, I mean, if you're calling against these two hands,
yes,
this is what happens, what you get. I don't think anybody's going to go nuts.
Irma's gonna peel.
Peel makes sense.
I agree.
What's interesting though is like your check calling again is somewhat exploitable in terms of like Val is gonna river bet most of the time. Like Val's probably gonna bet here. She's not gonna check back twice. Oh wow! I didn't think she would. Maybe she thinks she's not getting called. There's no reason to bet, right? Like the idea of betting there. What are you getting called by, right? You're gonna get called by better kings. A deuce.
The way a lot of like 1-3 plays out, like a lot of players just like are very happy to bet, you know, to protect their hand on with top pair. So I would, if I'm Val and someone like check calls flop and then checks turn, and I check back for flop control, and then they check river, they check 3 streets like that. It's hard for me to justify not going for value on the river because so many players at 1-3 at that like stakes just love
would she
value.
call you? Maybe she would call you with queens. Maybe she'd call you with a jack.
With ace jack.
Yeah. Or maybe she has a worse king somehow.
I just got a hard time imagining players at 1-3 oftentimes not leading as pre-flop aggressor, or you just with top pair oftentimes, which can be can get you in a lot of trouble when you start playing against more competent players at 1-3 that will check back strong hands to balance the range, things like that. But in a lot of games when there's this much wine at the table. And
that's true. You never know.
And someone checks 3 streets to me. It's really rare that I'm not value betting top pair when someone checks 3 times to me.
Well, Val's also said that she's been running kind of not great. The 5-6 on the turn, getting rivered for 2 pair for a decent sized pot. Maybe she's just thinking, you know what? I'm gonna just sit back, enjoy the wine, and try to minimize
variance.
The drama, I guess. Yeah. I mean, and again, like. The schools of thought of betting there is either
if someone's had a lot of booze and they check 3 times, I'm fine.
We have another message.
You're done.
Yes, so Rick is calling you out, basically saying that he is a friend more than an acquaintance because he got to play in the Veronica and Friends game. How does that make you feel?
Rick, you're a better man than I am. I don't think that's disputable in most circles.
All right. Well, it's been pretty wild so far, and we're only 40 minutes in. We've got 2 hours left. If you're not already following Stone's Live Poker, then hit the heart button and follow it, so you get email notifications. I would say. Maybe not 3 hours nonstop, but that's sort of the reason that I'm here, is to talk. But I will do my best to not talk for 3 hours nonstop.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I can.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah. I feel like this would be a lot less interesting for you because, I mean, just watching.
V-Cross Poker is going to make 18 to go with the Queen Jack off.
Although they said they have the table audio going, so it's hard because we can't hear the table audio. So if we're talking, over them, then it is not intentional.
That's a lot of goddamn queens.
Carmen San Diego GPS. I like it.
Val's probably going to lead here, hoping that this king somehow helped Mercedes.
Yeah. No action.
I like. see Mercedes card protector there?
It's like 2 bolts.
She's got the nuts.
It's like
the nuts.
Oh, yeah, great. I guess French people like puns, right?
Yeah. It's a pretty good action here tonight.
Yeah.
Across there, a lot of good games going. Shout out to our Stones reg Sasha, who you've seen play on the stream several times. Took second in a circuit event this last
Oh wow,
weekend.
cool.
For a 45K.
Dang.
Yeah. And he was right there. Yeah.
I mean, that's still not bad. I mean, the weird part about poker is like if you don't win, you're not a huge fan of the outcome.
Second was
Everybody
45.
who didn't get second is like,
Yeah.
great job.
My son was about 15.
I'm like the button.
His Kathy wants to know sister got one 2 years earlier than he did. And her brother got one like 3 years earlier. Which friend? So I was like, you don't get the same. There's no need for all these phones stuff in the house, especially I. Yeah. I'm like, you can have a flip phone. I'm asking for press 5 for S like I did. Do that. It's what you said.
Let me get a pager, baby. Let me know what's happening.
That's why I said. Or whatever,
Yeah,
like
Paul,
upside
I'm
down
asking
thing.
for a friend.
That's what I'm saying. But they go to school like 20 miles away. So, and they do sports. So it's like, I have to be able to know when they're doing their practices. Yeah. So that's
like
the
one of
only
those
reason
double
I said
entendre?
yeah. Otherwise, I'd be like, you don't need no
Spell check. You check the button.
how much I know, but I'm scared. Especially
Bet 55.
I mean, yeah, whenever we go on, check it.
Call 55.
My husband's 19. Oh, wow. Yeah, he's Big Brother. He watches everything. I know. Trust me, I know this. You have a daughter that looks like mine.
70. Bet is 70.
She is so high school.
Yeah, I have a 9-year-old at this point. I have a 25-year-old son and a 9-year-old daughter. I mean, all of it at school.
All of them. All the time. They're talking to. Who is
Random
that?
visits.
Whose parents? Can I meet their parents?
Right. Random visits.
Line split.
Yeah, I saw you at lunch today.
Who was that person?
Right. I'll talk about that when
Yeah,
you
I
get
went to pick her up for an eye appointment, and she had her iPhone, and all the kids are having the table. Right? I said, "What are you watching?" She goes, "It." She was watching it at school on her phone. I was like, "Oh hell no!"
I don't know.
I think Casey's going to want to revisit that hand. Maybe she either didn't realize she turned the double gutter. I'm notorious for overlooking the double gutter, I'm told.
You gotta know she has a straight though at the end, right? Maybe not.
If you're just like autopilot,
Oh wait, they're saying that the audio's not working. So is it you can't hear Jake or you can't hear either of us?
who knows?
It sounds like.
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now? All right, we'll sign the rest. It looked like a fold on the river with the straight.
It looked like a fold. I don't know whether she was specifically put Kathy on spades and spades only.
All right, cool. We're bouncing in and out, so we're gonna use.
I mean, there are worse value hands that Kathy had, like two pair. I don't think she was expecting the queen 6-2 pair, but queen jack might play similar. Might bet block, check, call, turn, lead river when they make two pair. King queen would play similar.
Yeah, it's not unusual for somebody to
king,
do that
queen,
with top
queen,
pair,
jack.
like flopping top pair.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think it's definitely. You know, maybe in some circumstances it's a fold, but I don't know that it's like a snap fold. It's probably never a snap fold.
No.
But maybe Casey had an idea of what
Are we just payoff wizards?
I don't know. One of the things that's really hard is to try to put, as we're seeing the cards, for me, it's like trying to figure out, okay, let me just pretend I can't see the cards, right?
Yeah.
And talk about potential. So, I mean, it's a difficult thing to achieve, I think.
Alicia's going to open a 16 under the gun +1. Connie's going to make the call, ace-4 diamonds. Kathy picks up ace-queen to cut off, and here comes the 3-bet.
Here comes the 3-bet.
Makes it
Wow.
76 to go. I don't mind the sizing.
Yeah. No, I just
The way
like
this
it's crazy
game-
that everybody has an ace.
Yeah.
And what a great
Casey's
spot for
got
Casey.
jacks.
She doesn't know
Okay.
it, but
So, Paige out of, now we saw the previous hand, the ace versus queen's hand between Irma and Veronica. We saw Kathy 3-bet in early position open and then fold. Well, it might have folded 4-bet and 5-bet jam.
Yeah.
So we fold a lot of hands to 4-bet, 5-bet, to cold 4-bet, 5-bet jam. But if we know Kathy's capable of 3-betting light, jacks out of position here, it's kind of an option. I mean, we can, folding is I think a little too passive.
I don't think she's folding. But from the small blind, I don't think she's calling either. Oh wow, maybe she's just like, I don't want to go nuts.
This one put
Casey
in.
is, I wouldn't say, maybe a little tighter than I don't know.
If anything, Casey says, "Hey, I can forgive my hand strength, and I just don't want to put the hand out of position."
Right.
Positions.
Like I
more
don't want to
important.
raise, and I'm never gonna call from the small blind with
Yeah.
Jack.
And if it's just if I 4-bet here, she's calling in position 100% of the time, and she's going to get. If you get 5-bet shoved on there, you just suck
Yeah.
the 4-bet and then 5-bet like 4
I mean, you
5-bet.
could. There are hands, or like in that spot, you could totally 4-bet fold. I guess.
Ace-5 suited.
You just hate it, right? Like if you're doing jacks there, you could raise fold there with jacks.
I mean, I have.
But maybe the stack sizes are playing into it too, because what Kathy has
How far back is Kathy?
is going to be the effective stack, because Casey's got the big stack. Yeah,
I got 6 out.
Oh, so Kathy has like 400, which is about half of what Casey has. So if she's going to raise from 76, she's going to make it 280 to, like 250 minimum, right? Probably.
If we flatten, then we're going to a flop with a stack pot
Yeah.
ratio of around 2 to 1.
You're playing for all the. You're playing for the full 400.
You're pretty much going to be playing for the full 400 by the turn almost every time. So here we go.
Oh wow. Okay. Looks
Blind,
good.
it folds to the small blind. V-cross poker wakes up kings in the small blind, opens the pot, and Brill wakes up with jacks in the big blind.
Just call. Oh no, didn't just call.
Here's a 3-bet.
She's like, no. Did not fold straight. They had my cards wrong. Casey's in the chat.
Oh, Casey's in the
That was my
straight.
first thing. Jake was like, Casey's in it. And I was like, no, I'm just kidding.
Okay, so Casey, like the guard reader was off. She did not have a straight.
Yeah, I don't think Val. I mean, Val's just trying to figure out what's she gonna do here: raise or call.
Blind
and decides
versus
to raise.
blind violence. Here's the problem. It's V-cross poker. She has 3-4 suited here sometimes.
Real,
And with
well,
this-
especially against Veronica. That's what
Yeah,
this
it's
this
against
combo.
Veronica.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's-
First of all, you got blind versus blind. Second of all, it's Valerie versus Veronica.
Veronica shapes the
Think about-
chips in the stacks of chips like a penis.
Yeah, as is tradition.
Yeah,
for,
it's
I
a
imagine
tradition
that's
for
like a
stones,
standard
yeah.
for any Veronica hand. I think Veronica, with wine and everything involved, I don't know how easy this is to get away from.
And the problem is here, like so both players being so familiar with each other. Both players are two of the more aggressive, looser, more creative players at the table for sure. And that's a good fold by
yes.
good fold by Veronica.
Bravo.
Well played.
Bring her more wine for Veronica. That's pretty great. I mean, like, I guess I'm thinking the mindset of cash games with friends is you want to just like, you want to beat it, right? Like I play like 4-8 mixed games very poorly against friends because
Yeah.
you're calling in weird spots that you maybe shouldn't. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes I decide I actually want to make money and then make money, but other times you're just like,
grading yourself on
oh,
how
I'm
many
like-
times you can suck out on your butt.
right, yeah, exactly. So there is that kind of idea. Jacks is a strong hand to have blind versus blind against a player who is capable of raising you with less than kings.
And is more than a bottle in.
Yeah,
Mind you.
that's true.
I don't know that I would be folding jacks to Val. I'm in my spot. If I'm Veronica, I
Just
might
take
be
that in
paying
your
off.
book, Val.
Yeah.
Just note that Jake is never going to fold jacks to you
This
ever.
is how I'm also pleading her to stop 4-betting me with suited connectors like she does.
Never folding jacks.
Yeah, I'm never folding jacks, Val. So quit 4-betting me light. God damn it.
Ooh, this should be an interesting spot. Val is a button, so she could call. I don't think she's going to call, but I like how the odds are different because of the cards that we've seen.
Yes.
Right. So the tracker is giving us the
So we-
true odds. Right. So Val has a slight edge here with more spades available.
Absolutely. So
It happened to me earlier too.
we just saw Val, the previous hand, put in a 4-bet in a blind versus blind scenario. Val is much less likely to be bluffing here You know, I mean, players, when they go right back to the well, and the more times they do it in those games, sometimes the second time they're less likely to be bluffing than the first time. Third time they're way less likely to be bluffing here.
It's so often they make a joke about it, and then they have aces or something like that. Casey's obviously not going to fold.
Once again, I would not be folding ace queen suited.
To 1-3 bet, and then
the case ace. It's just the case ace, and that's easy.
It should be. It'll be interesting at least to see how they approach it, right? So Casey's going to check. Val checks behind.
Correctly checks back.
I could see another check here. I don't know what happened. Casey checks.
V-cross poker, free rolling the backdoor spades, turns a spade draw.
Yeah, there you go. The other hands that are showing up aren't active, so it's just Val and Casey. Oh, wow. And this is a spot where Val could totally raise. I mean, probably will raise. You have to love your hand in this spot. I mean,
as long as we count on our opponent always
$80,
always 4-betting ace king.
Oh well, maybe she thinks she can get a bet on the river. I'm not saying it was bad, but I'm saying that was one scenario where Val could win the hand. This is what I was saying about like playing it back. Is there a way that Val could win this hand, or Casey could win this hand?
I think she extracts more value by calling. If she raises there, is Casey? Would Casey continue?
Is she going to lead with the
But
spade?
are we getting ace jack a chance to get off the hook? Well, we have two spades in our hand, so we're blocking spade draws. So it's hard to counter our opponent leading spade draws. We have two spades in our hand.
Yeah, so she could check. It was check, bet, call.
Yeah, so I'm saying I think she extracts more value by flatting the turn. Maybe probably.
No, I agree. But is Casey ever going to lead a spade river? And then check.
She's never leading spade river, but I'm saying that we can't. It's hard to get us to get value out of draws because we're blocking the only draw in a 3-bet.
No,
pot.
I guess I'm thinking. I was thinking more in terms of winning.
If there is ace jack. How far is ace jack coming along versus the raise?
But even in this scenario, ace king.
Is ace king folding? No.
Probably not folding.
If ace king's not folding and we're giving ace jack a chance of folding, our best option there is to flat. I mean, what bad rivers do we have?
Not a lot.
Not a lot.
Yeah. Not many bad rivers.
I think flatting is best. I like the way Val played it.
Look, I'm going to default to Val. I've said this several times. That the move that Val makes that's a situation where I guess if you know that you have the same hand, then maybe and maybe the raise. But I get what you're saying in terms of pricing
if ace
people out.
Ace jack might get off the hook, and kings, queens, jacks are folding to raises.
Yeah, so it looks like Val now has ace king, and is in late position. Not the button.
Run better, Val.
But might as well be the button.
Kings, ace, queen.
I don't think she's going to get a lot of action here.
I used to be the hottest one at the table. You guys used to pay attention to
Yeah, I don't think. I'm pretty sure that's everybody folded. And Val takes the game. So Val had a nice little uptick lately.
What's it like to be a card rat? They have so much booze in their system.
Yeah.
For those of you watching the stream, it is a good night to invest in Uber or Lyft. As you may have speculated, they will be put to good use tonight.
If you're in the Citrus Heights area and you want to, and you're looking for some good fares, probably good tips, hang out around Stones and turn your app on. Wow. All right, so Casey gets ace queen again. Mercedes with ace 10 suited. I could definitely see Casey raising in position here with ace queen. There hasn't been a whole lot of flatting in position with the really strong hands.
People are playing solid poker.
Yeah. I mean, both strategies are perfectly fine in a cash game, I think. Flatting with
I prefer the aggressive line.
I guess it did, yeah.
Or I prefer to encourage our viewers to take an aggressive line.
Right.
Start splashing.
Jake, just keep in mind, everything that Jake says is designed to try to help you give him money in the future. Everything I say is completely made up and has almost no bearing on what you should actually do. This is just the kind of random stuff that happens in my head when I look at poker hands. But
King 8 deuce. Casey's going to continue here. Mercedes ace 10 suited does have backdoor clubs. But that's about it.
I don't really see her continuing in terms of calling. I don't. It's a bummer. You almost like wish you could see a turn for free,
Right.
given what the flop was, because the king is the only thing you really care about on that board.
MILFs like it black. Welcome to the stream.
Wow. Stoners Live Poker.
Ace TV. Welcome.
That's
welcome,
right,
welcome.
man. All right. Stoners Live Poker. That was like, I wouldn't say that's my best Matthew McConaughey impression, but it's my only Matthew McConaughey impression. That's it.
I am not.
And therefore, it's intrinsically good because
It's the best. I guess
Yeah.
it has to be, mathematically, it is the best one I'm doing. All right, so Casey's sitting about 920,
And there's the bet.
930.
Oh, she's gonna
Feeling it.
limp in. It's a $6 straddle on. Yes.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Yeah, the straddle's on. So she's gonna limp in the king 10 off.
yeah, and probably not continue after Connie raises.
Connie,
Oh, I didn't see me. Oh, it's right over here.
9-7 off. I like it.
On the button.
I would go a little bit larger with my size in there if I'm gonna go for the steal. Viscount 01, when are we gonna hit some flops? This is real poker where we don't just edit down to the action
JL
hands.
has ace-10.
So most poker is missing flops.
Yeah,
missing
this also
flops and
isn't
pretending that you didn't.
Casino Royale. But the cool part about this game is the flop, while it is obviously relevant, I don't think it's going to matter as much. I think that Kathy has already shown the ability to make a call with a backdoor draw, and bottom pair, that kind of thing. So
Did Alicia call the 10-7 of hearts? Alicia folded the 10-7 of hearts. Oh, puke. Checks to Connie. Connie hits her 7.
it's in weird
She's
shape
gonna
because
bet.
JL's got ace-10, Casey has ace-10.
Casey got a folded pre, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay.
Turn 8. We're
Yeah,
heads up
that's
here
right.
with JL.
So the
And
people
Connie.
with percentages. No, wait, everybody's got a percentage.
Action tracker. Action tracker took
Oh,
a dive
that's
on
right.
us.
So it's heads up. 9-7 versus ace-10. And I don't see a way Connie is ever going to win this hand. Maybe that's not true.
JL knows that Connie would never check back Jack's plus on a turn.
A lot of people are never going to get away from... Oh, wow.
Wow, snap call.
Connie also probably made up her mind that was a pretty favorable river, which it is. If you have one pair on
There's-
that board, it's
yeah,
a
there's definitely worse
pretty
rivers.
reasonable river. She doesn't have enough to raise because she only had 100 or so behind.
Connie had 1 diamond in her hand. We also had the 9 of diamonds, which is we're blocking the combo draws by having the 9 of diamonds in our hand. So I think there's 9-7 off, specifically with the 9 of diamonds in our hand. It's gonna be one of our worst hero calling hands. Just, I think I'd rather be calling there with almost like pocket 6s, because it's anything. She's putting JL on busted diamonds there. I know we're busted straight. Having the 9 of diamonds in our hand is like the worst card
Right,
for us to
'cause,
have.
yeah.
Because we're blocking all the draws
Right.
from the card.
She's not. She's
Which
less likely to
puts-
be
which
bluffing
puts more
if
value
she's
in her
not holding
range,
the
yeah.
9
So
of diamonds, right?
I think pocket 6s, pocket 9s. Well, no, 9s. We're blocking draws there too. Definitely, we'd rather not have a 9 or not have the 9 of diamonds specifically in our hand when we're heroing there.
Well, this looks like it does look like, in one sense, the deck is really trying to give us some action, right? Because Mercedes
It's
gets
trying to.
kings in the straddle, I think. She's got $6 in front of her, so she has kings in the straddle.
I like it.
Casey opens with ace jack. Val calls behind with jack 9 suited. I can see Mercedes. Let's see. If you're raising here, what do you think?
So the open is to 17. I
18.
can make it like 50 or 60 here even over this many people.
I like the 60. It looks like
Like
she's
60?
going for a little
That's
bit
a lot.
bigger. That looks like 86. 80, like,
In case you can't get rid of her cards fast enough.
96?
It's a lot.
Maybe he just has like the kid that you have.
What is it? 75, 90? Yeah, like 96 bucks. It's a big 3-bet. But, you know, maybe with kings, I guess a lot of people, I don't know.
On the other end, people are calling a lot of 3-bets and using money already in the pot. When she with
True, like maybe they aren't
with
discriminating versus different
yeah,
amounts.
with an early position open, she's just like, okay, well, someone calling, someone's gonna call here, someone's gonna get as much value as they can.
If they're going to call 50,
they're gonna call 60,
they'll call
you know,
90, I guess. Yeah.
yeah.
That's true. In some sense, sometimes you play against people who do that.
Mercedes with aces the very next hand.
Yeah.
Once again,
Kings
we
need
know
to
we're
be
gonna
folded.
turn
They don't
your
win
ace.
sex.
It's now
Anywhere in
getting far
Sacramento.
less likely for people bluffing. Keep that in mind at all times. Action around the Hurricane Irma. Gonna limp in over the $6 straddle. JL on the button.
And so Irma has 8-7 offsuit. So the cards are accurate, but the tracker
Action
is
tracker
not.
died. Action
yeah, it's not
tracker
moving them out of the way. So
quit having fun and put a bullet in.
it's more fun for us. We have to, figure it out.
We actually have to pay attention.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I mean, sick brag that we're here not paying attention. But it's true, the action tracker usually feeds us everything, and we are checking it out. So
JL's gonna come along with pocket sevens.
it looks like the raise, somebody made it like 7, roughly. So we've got somewhere around.
So the open looked like it was to 17, and look at the 3-bet might have been around 40 or 50.
And that looks like $60
On 693
into
with sevens. I think
140.
we have to peel once with sevens on this board. And we're in position.
It's a pretty safe board. I mean,
A 5, 7, 8, 10 all help us. No, she's gonna give it away.
yeah, maybe she just didn't want to get tempted by whatever was going to come on the river.
And if we think our opponent is only only 3-betting and c-betting pairs, then
I mean, that is a board Ace King can bet pretty, like c-bet pretty safely.
yes, I tend to agree, but I also on a 9-9 board and then 3-bet pots, people are gonna have more pairs than than suited connectors. 9 that connect with the 9-6 board. Then I mean,
But you like the call on the button.
with sevens. I'm calling on the button on 9-6-3. There's
One overcard and yeah.
Well, there's good turns. We can improve on a lot of turns, and also I depending on once again how aggressive hitting our opponent is never 3-betting. If hitting our opponent's 3-betting range is only queens plus an ace king, then we might make an argument for folding. There again, but I don't know. I think there's evidence that people 3-bet more than just big pairs.
True. No, that's true. I mean, yeah, Ace King, Ace Queen, a big ace, a suited ace.
Game over, Mang. Welcome to the stream.
I was floating with the deuce and the king card.
Yeah, I mean that's the truth. But I think usually people come out. They look nice. I don't see a lot of people slacking when it comes to.
I try to like slum it up a little bit. I raise the level of the slum.
Yeah, maybe the level of
and the quality of play when I'm on the stream too. I also takes it the opposite.
Right.
You got to make it.
There's a direct correlation between.
Yeah, it's the inverse. Yeah, I try to I'm gonna dress up a little bit nicer and play a lot worse.
Right.
So just make it more entertaining.
Really just
wow,
muck it up.
That's a really beautiful human being that's really terrible at cards, and it's just like it's entertainment value.
I feel like that's a statement that's not often made about you. A beautiful human being who's terrible at cards. But I'm not saying that. I'm saying that that's the most duplicitous compliment and insult at the same time. You can take it however you want.
Lock the door.
Yeah.
1-3, Veronica and friends. It's table stakes. Everyone's stuck. Everyone's drunk.
Everyone's stuck. Casey's not stuck, and I don't know that Alicia's stuck either. But maybe everyone else. But I think in theory,
the way I lie about poker, everyone's stuck.
everyone's stuck.
The rake is winning.
Tune in for Jake's poker-only podcast. Everyone's stuck.
Everyone's
All he
stuck.
does is interview people who have big losing sessions.
How's it going,
It's
man?
very
It's
great.
Terrible.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
You should listen to it in the dark.
So, following the action, the $6 straddle is on. Action's on Casey in the small blind.
15.
She's going to make the call here.
Dude, I don't know what the deal is. I can't stop yawning. It's nothing to do with this. Maybe it's you.
Oh no, it's a raise to 15 out of the small blind from Casey. Trying to find her hand there. The Jack 8
Oh, so into the straddle.
into the straddle.
The Veronica straddle.
V Cross is going to make a call with Queen 8 off. What is with Jack 8, Queen 8?
Here for the count.
Are they just here to support Veronica's Ace King habit? Here?
Well, remember, there was a small blind into the straddle. Action folds to you.
I think you can open Jack 8 as a bluff, but flat into Queen 8 there, it just seems like, maybe the line really has kicked in.
Yes, a strongly predicting
Poker 59. Welcome to the game. Bacon TT7. Ryan
what a
Ruffy
great name.
Gaming. What's
By
up,
the way,
guys?
there's somebody ordered food. It smells awesome right here. I don't know, and whatever it is, it smells like something I would. I'm not very picky when it comes to eating, obviously.
I like food.
Yeah.
Food is always
But
the
it's
wheel.
crazy when you smell it and you're just like, man, now all I can think about for the next hour
It's like
or 2 hours
Yeah.
is food.
And they ask, like, what do you want to do? It's like, food is always in the range. It's like, what do you want to do?
Yeah,
It's
I'm
like-
pretty boring.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to go to a club. So
No.
it's like, if you want to go hang out somewhere and eat or drink coffee,
Yeah.
I'm down.
I'm down.
Yeah.
It's real.
Looks like we should be doing this, yes. Sometime away from, without the camera.
Game on. Action on Mercedes here with the King 10 suited. He's going to overlimp. Casey on the button.
Overlimp is my new favorite FPS game. It's a joke. It's a bad joke. Overwatch, Overlimp. Wait, I don't know why that popped into my head. I'm feeling very. You know what? I'm inspired by Veronica and her sort of
Button
level
commentary.
of humor that. Did Brent just ask Jake out? Yeah, I did. Guys, it's 2017. Guys can go out.
Get used to it, guys. Warm up to it. Don't be hating. Casey's going to open the button to 30. Veronica's at the cold call. I know she has Ace Jack. I saw that hand. Casey's on board with the King Queen. Mercedes comes along with the King 10 suited.
Veronica Ace Jack with
It
the
is
Ace of
three-way action on a Wednesday night. Yeah, 8, 5, 10, 2 spade. Brill's got the 2 overs in the back.
Oh, Casey's first to bet.
That's it.
Casey takes it down.
Easy game.
I think there is a world, well, I guess it depends, where you can lead the Ace of Spades on that board. But into 2 people, I don't know. Maybe that's
might be a little bit optimistic.
Yeah, but I think Casey was thinking she had the Queen of Spades, and then
think
she
it-
did that on the button.
In position, I think
Yeah.
if Veronica definitely peels that board with Ace Jack with Ace of Spades in her hand. In position, out of position, it's the whole other thing.
Yeah, true. You got 2 people behind.
Yeah, it's different.
So-
And when we got to play later streets out of position, I would much rather peel in position than out of position. Trouble in
Is
the
the
air.
action slower at the latest link? Actually, you know what? I mean, maybe you're talking about like seconds in terms of the time that each player is taking to act. I think it's going pretty quick, and I think this is one of the more action-packed games we've had in a while. We're an hour in, and like no one's being shy about getting chips in.
It's a good game. Mercedes is going to open up pocket 6s on the button. I'm sorry, on the hijack. V Cross on the button with a King Queen going to make a call.
Yeah, well, it is a 1-3 game, so the stack sizes are going to be a little bit smaller. Often we're doing no limit. It's 5-5.
And mind you, and these players are spending a lot of money on booze right now.
Yeah, and
So,
this
I mean,
game is
the
a
money's
little
not
bit less
all- yeah,
about.
it's-
yeah.
yeah.
It's more about the hanging out, the camaraderie, hanging out with Veronica,
Can we get a Queen 6-5 flop?
having a good time. Well, we got the Queen, but that was it.
Queen, and then, yeah.
Bacon tea commands available for vegan named chatters only.
Mercedes is going to c-bet the Queen Jack 3 versus 2 opponents with pocket 6s. Easy call here for V-Cross Poker.
That's a
5
good.
gets out of the way.
Yeah,
Turn 9.
I can't. Yeah.
Hard for that card not to improve V-Cross Poker's range here. She does turn an inside straight shot to go along with her top pair.
Yeah, I don't.
I like the check back.
I think her plan is to check call anything, but I don't really think any more money is going to go in here. And Val, well,
think
now
small
Val's
bet.
going to bet. Remember?
Small bet. I like the small bet. Third pot. Bets 30 with 2 pair. Hard to
You
imagine
could
Mercedes.
get called by a single queen, a single, jack, a
Ace
queen.
queen.
Yeah.
Someone
sure.
if she could even have been open, see bet, and then check.
Paying for
Ace
drinks.
king.
Oh, the humanity.
Disjunctive syllogism.
That's funny. With Game Over said something really interesting that a lot of guys play poorly against women, mostly because they think they're bad. Like that's a trap you shouldn't fall into. If you're a
I
guy
concur.
playing against a female.
If you're a poker player playing against a poker player, you should
Right,
assume
exactly.
the poker
They're
player
sitting down at the
is
table.
one way or the other
Trust me,
based on
every one of
the
these
presence of a penis or
players,
not.
from what I've seen so far, is probably better than me. And that's not. I mean, that's not saying something. That's because
I think they probably
the bar's
handled
not
it.
very high. But yeah.
I think they handle their booze better than all of us.
Oh, for sure. That said, I think what's fun about this game is it is about like hanging out, drinking, talking. So maybe it will get a little bit more wild. The chip stacks aren't going to get as big necessarily because you're not going to have somebody who matches the table stakes, like buys in for 1K maybe.
And this game goes either way. Sometimes, like I said, this game plays the 1-3, Veronica game will play absolutely huge. Depending on the lineup, other times, not so much. The flop is 4-6 deuce. Turn 7, Kathy, who is a pre-flop aggressor, turns open-ended. Now it's led into a colony. She's not going to fold.
Yeah.
Will she raise? Check back
Pretty
raise on that.
stylish call.
Little
They're like
call
the
there,
little
little-
wham.
And disco. Kathy makes a straight. Connie, who lied on the turn.
Connie can probably get away from this. Yeah. Like without betting again. I mean, that's a pretty easy to check and just. This is pretty.
Please fold in the chat. What's up, buddy?
Hard pass on that.
I would have liked to see a big overbet there by Kathy. I mean, she's not going to be called anyway. As it is, she bets 175 into 123, so we do get an overbet. I think the overbet's mandatory on that board.
Try to make it look like you're.
Oh, I mean, you can't
You're
overbet
lying.
because Connie only had, 140 back. Okay, makes sense.
Full of set
You want to get that, huh? There's no art.
Poker 59.
Yeah,
No bueno, bro. No bueno.
I think Jake's point is
I mean, I was.
the truth, right? Everybody's a poker player. You know,
Yeah.
they're sitting down, they're putting their money in.
Yeah.
You know?
Don't make-
Especially
don't make-
now too. There's like
Presuppositions in a poker game will get you in a lot of trouble. Wait until we have, enough empirical evidence to, rationalize, deviations from, in how we play our hands. Action on Casey.
that's funny.
Gyrating on the table. I mean, I'm not saying it shouldn't happen. I'm saying that if it happened, I wouldn't complain.
And Veronica is going to open up the pot.
That's like activity happening.
Yeah, if you just put wishes on the universe.
Mercedes limps in the queen 10 off, and Veronica picks in the ace 10 off,
Put it out into
and opens the pot.
and maybe it'll
Connie thought about something for a while there. Here's what she had there.
Well, Connie was
Oh my
also
gosh, she
free
folds ace
betting.
queen. Connie, we do not fold ace queen to Veronica. Not for a single open. Once I don't fold ace queen to a 3-bet from Veronica, and once you start to get like 4-bet, 5-bet, territory from V, then I think you make an argument for folding ace queen. Until then, for a
It's
single
interesting
open,
from Connie who 3-bet with 9-7 offsuit on the button.
Man.
But maybe that's how much Connie values position, right? Like here, she had some players
with her
behind
stack
her
size,
with money
with her stack
already in
size,
there.
I just probably would just send it. Just here, rip it. She's got kings good for him, but I'm blocking aces, I'm blocking ace king, I'm blocking queens. Sometimes she might, and I'm flipping versus jacks and worse.
Yeah,
And she's got kings good for her. Other than
ace
that,
queen's pretty
not
good.
bad
I guess
shape, yeah.
Connie is kind of short.
Veronica's going
stack.
to continue for 60. JL top pair. Not folding
It's far enough
anything.
from the bay, hard to get out and back. That's true. I think
My plate, my towel.
Turn jack gives Veronica an inside straight draw. Make it straight with an 8. True pair for JL. Goes check, check. Jacks fold. It does complete front door diamonds. We gotta imagine that Veronica might double barrel some of her diamond draws of the turn. I was wondering if JL might be better off, to check here, but he's gonna go once the bet doesn't go on the turn, it's gonna go check, check river so often.
Yeah, there's not a lot of hands that aren't Jack 9 that are going to bet me, right?
It's hard, but it's also hard to imagine, if we don't bet, what hands is, Veronica value betting? Probably no hands, so we're probably only trying to, like encourage her to bluff.
Yeah. I mean, check calling.
It's hard to imagine her to bluff when front door diamonds get there. It's just a bad spot to try to get value.
Yeah, I mean, that's a place where the board is not cooperating. Like, you have the best hand, your hand only gets better, and you're never going to get paid off.
Even though she improves, to a full house, she would much rather, the river bet an ace or a king, and then had a much better chance to bet river and get called. Get called by king, queen, ace, king, 10.
It's 1-3. No limit Holdem. Some people.
We're now opening a 5-10 game. So there's a couple 2-5s in the house, a lot of 1-3s. Pretty good night here at Stones.
Is jamming on a Wednesday night. It's always jamming. Another bomb pot. Every time they change the dealer, it's a bomb pot. Bomb pot. We have to come up with like a song for bomb pot. In my head, I'm hearing the tune of like Wayne's World. Bomb pot. Bomb pot. Party time. Excellent.
I like it.
Yeah.
King 5 deuce 2 hearts. It is a bomb pot. Both JL, Mercedes, and Casey all hit top pair. And in a bomb pot, that's as good as gold.
Top pair, yeah. The kicker maybe is less of an issue in this kind of situation. I really don't know how safe to feel with top pair on with a single pair on any bomb pot flop.
Once again, because all the random 2-pair combinations are played.
Yeah.
Any turn card can hit our opponent. It's like for all the 2-pair combinations.
Right.
It's so weird on the turn because they could have the funkiest 2-pair.
Featuring wine. That's fine.
We rarely want to give free cards on the flop in a bomb pot when we flop top
I mean,
pair.
yeah, it's a pretty easy bet if you have top pair on this.
Easy call.
Val has a pair and a backdoor flush draw.
Veronica
This is the second
is
time we've
dragging
seen
the game.
Oh, yeah. So the comment about the time is right. But like I said, it's more about hanging out and drinking wine. This is the second time in a bomb pot where we've seen somebody with a low pair and backdoor flush draw.
Poker says Poker 59 says 9 and higher. I consider to be good kickers. Poker, I have a home game, and I would like you to go to there. Turn Jack of Hearts.
Yeah, which is excellent for Casey in one sense.
Val called with middle
Terrible.
pair and a backdoor diamond draw. Might think about trying to take this away here. Rep hearts.
Yeah.
She didn't turn the
Is
diamond
there somebody
like she wanted.
capable? It's probably Val.
Yeah, someone capable about lying. No.
Wow.
Bluffing.
Some deeply personal stuff going on there. Like, is there someone capable of being full of crap and a liar?
Casey's never folding
Val
here.
Cross.
The bet is 120. The question is, if Val bombs the river and on any non-heart river, it's going to be really hard for Casey to call. River's 4 of diamonds. Val's knows that she's never good here. If Casey checks, which we anticipate she will.
I can see Val. Well, yeah, she's either checking or shoving, right? Like.
I think we can bomb here. Put all the pressure on the 1-pair hands.
Yeah, in Val's mind too, like it is a bomb pot. One pair is not
King Jack's like the only hand.
Super strong.
It's so hard for King Queen to call here. King Jack, I think, can make the call. And there it is.
Val.
There's the moving. Go get him, Val.
Yeah,
Operation Blunt Force Trauma. Now Casey's put to the test. I could not blame Casey for folding here.
Well, this is the other thing too with I've talked about this a couple times, but check calling. Like if your plan is to just check call the whole way, that's pretty exploitable in terms of like, okay, you're check calling with 1 pair. Now in a bomb pot, it's different because you're taking in pre-flop ranges and that kind of stuff.
Against a bluffy opponent like Val, you're printing money.
Just check calling.
Just
the
check
entire...
calling. I flopped a pair. I'm going to check call.
But at the same time, this is yeah.
No,
but that's also what allows Val to get value in spots like these,
Val
like
would
max
do
value.
the same thing with a flush with King Jack. She'd be probably checking back, Ace King, King Queen, hands like that.
She could have 2 pair too, just like a simple 2 pair, like King 5, Deuce 5,
Jack
5.
Deuce, Jack 5,
Yeah.
King 4.
Yeah, I like it.
Although King 4 probably checks, King 4 checks back turn.
I think that would have been equally good either way, right? If Casey, it's dangerous to in a bomb pot or to just check call.
I can't say that I would have played the hand very differently. Casey would have though. I mean, I'm not in love with that turn, but I'm never folding turn either. So, I mean, it's hard for worse hands to call. We have the 9 kicker on King, Jack, 5, Deuce, 3 hearts. We have the King of Hearts. I definitely feel like Casey played the hand, pretty well on the turn, and then River. I mean, what is our opponent? We have to specifically be putting our opponent on 5x or like Deuce X of diamonds, or with a heart, like Ace 5 with the Ace of Hearts, something like that.
Yeah.
It's. I mean, we're putting our opponent on a very, very narrow range of hands that they could have that we can actually beat. And sometimes we just have to call turn hoping that it goes check river, or that we improve. Or that it goes check river, and sometimes we're going to fold the best hand, and that's fine.
Veronica gets kings for the. Is this a? Maybe she hasn't had kings, but she's had jacks, queens, aces. Is the deck rigged for Veronica in the Veronica and Friends game? I mean, she has already lost a buy-in, but rigged in terms of max action.
Says that Casey had a bet turn. I think check calling turn's fine. I think check calling turn's standard. Especially with the King of Hearts in our hand.
It's a weird board.
If we don't have the King of Hearts in hand, then I definitely see, we should probably be betting there.
You like a lot of rivers to a certain,
Yeah, with the King of Hearts in our hand, I just think that I think check calling is standard there.
Yeah.
V-Cross sniffs it out, gets away from the 7-high, something I'm not very good at in my career.
Getting away from 7-high?
Pre?
Yeah. 7-5.
7-5, 7-6. Like the little devil on my shoulder, and you're like, they never see 7-4 suited coming. I'm like, oh, you're right.
That's funny. Yeah, good point.
Yeah, well played.
Range this. That's why you can't have nice things. 8-ball is rigged. Is the deck rigged? Yeah, looking good. That's funny. It wouldn't be a huge surprise. Casey, who has the most chips, she's playing well. She's got a few good hands too. She's also shown. Okay, so I don't know what she had on the hand where we thought she folded it straight. She just said she didn't.
Have the 9-10.
Yeah. So who knows what that hand was? But I'm wondering if Kathy's hand was accurate in that spot where she had rivered 2 pair, maybe.
Oh,
yeah, maybe
likewise.
Maybe it's different. Maybe the action runs differently. Val, I like calling in position with the 5-4. Veronica also calling in position with the seated connector, and Veronica might get into a little bit of trouble here.
V-Cross Poker's got a bottom pair, backdoor diamonds, backdoor straight. So many good turn cards. This is the way my mind works with hands like 5-4 suited.
Yeah.
And
there are a lot of good turn cards.
A lot of,
yeah.
See, that's
there are a lot
that
of
little voice. Like,
so I don't know, but it depends, right? Veronica bets, Casey calls. Val can get away from that in this spot, but maybe if you're feeling extra gambly,
that little devil in the shoulder,
extra gambling,
you can overcall. You can do it.
Abe makes a good point. Now I'm just very self-conscious of the fact that my face is blocking Casey. But you know what? This is about poker playing skills and not necessarily about what people look like.
Casey puts in the check raise here, and now it's going to be a lot harder for Val to realize good turn cards.
Yeah.
Very good looking. 9.
Not a lot of draws on that board. Veronica's going to make the call. Turn 6. Good turn cards. This is a good turn.
You would, the 6 of diamonds. Valerie would have been like, "Get me back in there."
Yeah.
That was the second time
Yeah.
I got her looking.
Veronica's got to be very, very positive that Casey's capable of check raising 6-7 on that flop, or Queen Jack, Queen 10. I just don't think Queen Jack, Queen 10 is check raising there very often. The only draw there is the 6-7, like 9-10 of diamonds.
Maybe 5-8, but Casey hasn't
5-8.
been
I mean, other than
opening
that, it's like
5-8.
sets and
Like 8-5 suited, maybe. Like,
well,
if you're thinking about hands she's gonna open under the gun, is she gonna open 8-5 suited, like from early position?
No, and also like, what does she check raising there? I mean, mind you, there's only a few combinations of sets there, 8s and 5s.
So the bet sizing is like 70. It says 70, so
It
not
looks
like 70. It is 70. Veronica only has 240 behind.
I don't like this.
I mean,
Do it on the video.
I like it a little. Well, I don't know. I like it better than calling. I guess.
I don't like anything about it.
Yeah.
I don't like anything here.
I think Casey is probably going to find a call here. Oh, I don't know. I mean, this could be. What is it? So she calls in position. Check. She bets. She calls your raise.
Okay, if you're Casey,
The only-
Veronica should never have kings or aces here. There's
Right.
no 3-bet pre.
Probably doesn't have 9-7.
Doesn't have queens. Probably doesn't have 9-7.
I think
It's the same
Wow.
thing. Oh wow.
Casey's letting it go. So maybe Casey's thinking a set or something?
I wouldn't think of both players. I don't think either player would be thinking like that. One of these guys had a set. On Queen 5-8, there's not a lot of draw. I mean, 6-7.
Yeah,
then,
you're getting check raise. So Veronica boldly shoves.
Veronica
after
maybe
the
thought
check raise.
Casey's think check raising Queen Jack and is going to call off. I don't know. It was weird.
Madcap says something like it is the only way Veronica's
I think
winning the hand.
This is a little bit of like hindsight, like,
but again, like
results oriented
yeah, I don't know.
analysis.
I mean, it's a good move. It's not a very draw heavy board. So if you're getting check raised, you're getting check raised by a hand that opened under the gun, who's probably, the worst hand she has there is Ace Queen, maybe. Right?
Yeah,
I
I think Ace Queen's her absolute worst hand.
right. But you know what? Veronica, maybe she knows something we don't. I don't know. Casey has shown, again.
She has a full button.
She's
has a
playing
full
well, and one of the things I've always thought about is that like sometimes if it's just not the hand, right? Like maybe you're just not in a spot where you feel super comfortable. I guess Veronica could have a set there. She could have flopped a set maybe. So you're not necessarily loving your hand with Ace Queen, although it was a pretty good raise with Ace Queen on that board. So I'm not sure. Is this bomb pot time or?
No, these are just players playing too many hands.
Okay.
Yeah. Ace Queen 5, Rainbow, Mercedes, and JL both hit their ace. Inside straight draw for Kathy.
Yeah.
Big Broadway with a jack. He's gonna check over to JL. Top pair 10 kicker. She's gonna bet it. Disjunctive syllogism says V just has balls. Vegas Jaden, what's up? Welcome to the stream.
Mercedes, I can see, is it like Kathy bets?
Wow, gonna cold fold one pair and a backdoor club draw.
I don't know, yeah. It seems like a tight fold.
Rather snug.
A bit tight. Ace 10 versus King 10. Yeah, Kathy calls. So if you have Ace 7 of clubs and you have a bet and a call, I guess you're thinking your ace is, you could think your ace is not good. Like there's a better ace, which there is, but flopping top pair with some backdoor outs, I think.
Like when you see the hands that people are betting in here and calling with, I think folding top pair against this lineup at these stakes, and people are getting a little bit aggressive, a little bit optimistic.
Yeah.
I mean,
But folding top pair to a single bet, but it's
Yeah.
a bet and a call,
bet and a call,
it's a
no,
little
it's-
bit
it's a lot-
different.
yeah, it's a lot harder.
Especially with a 7. So, I mean, you're counting on a good turn, right? To a certain, maybe you have the best hand at that point, but the strength of your hand really lies in you're aiming for something on the turn, a 7 or a club, right? I don't know. I don't necessarily think you can.
7 or a club, or you hope, and a lot of turns you're going to check through and go multi-way.
It's true. You get
multi-way
2
turns,
shots at
yeah.
2 pair, or you might maybe you can check down depending on where it comes. So, it's kind of funny because what happens is hands that are stronger end up folding because people who have weaker hands are calling in spots that maybe.
Someone keeps them on us with second pair, and we make a snug fold with top pair.
Yeah, and that happens a lot.
Yeah,
and you're making your decisions usually based off everything that's happening.
Yeah, correct.
Hopefully you're making your decisions based off everything that's happening. All of the action, the chip stacks, all of that kind of
Guys,
stuff.
take nothing into account. Just go with your gut and rip it.
Just white magic, the
just
stuff out of
The
it.
stuff out of it.
The
I like
stuff,
it.
yeah.
Connie with a 10s.
Apparently it works for Phil. In certain situations.
And when it doesn't, boy, are you going to hear about it.
Yeah.
Connie makes 18 to go. at a roughly $100, $120 stack.
I'm curious if
$125
anybody in
stack.
the chat is also watching Poker Masters. Are you split screening the Poker Masters?
I'd imagine the poker boss is. Imagine our good
Well,
buddy
he may
Sean
have
Parker.
also been.
He's probably
He's
like
probably,
watching it live.
yeah, it's just hanging out with the laptop watching both, right? So he is real life split screen.
Casey with the ace and the queen.
How much is in play? The biggest stack is like 800.
Oh, V Cross Poker's got a little bit of chips there.
Oh well.
She's got like 12 or
match
15
it?
maybe. Or 12.
I guess Valerie might be one of the only ones that also would match the stack.
And Connie folds the tens. If Connie's cool, if I'm watching this stream and Connie's cold folding ace queen, folding with her effective stack size, folding tens to a 3-bet, I'm just gonna like close my eyes and just hit
You know
raise.
what? Maybe there's a fun equity. Like she already bought in once. She doesn't want to go bust. She's enjoying her time.
That's a real thing.
Yeah.
Cash games sometimes. Hey,
Well, it's in this cash game specifically too.
Yeah.
Like, these are, if you said I'm gonna buy in for like 400 and then rebuy once, and you're on the tail end of that one, maybe you're just not ready to go home. You're enjoying yourself too much
Got another bottle of wine on the way, maybe.
to flip for your remaining stack. I don't know.
Connie 8-6 suited.
Rips it with 8-6.
Rip it,
After
come
all
on.
that, we're ripping it with
Please rip
8-6
it.
suited. Well, she's getting to the point where she can't really fold a ton.
Challenge except if she's folding tens of their stack, she's still folding a ton.
All winners.
Yeah, no, I agree. But maybe 2 hands in a row, maybe she gets to see a flop with 8-6. So that's why did she limp?
What's up, Bob?
She
I'm gonna
limped.
raise. She raised to 11. And Casey's gonna give her some action from the small blind.
You can as soon as the camera goes
It's
on.
a race to 9. There's no straddle. A race to 9. They kicked V Cross Poker $1 back.
Okay.
There's a hard draw. No, let's get the money in. Come on, Connie.
Ozzy, don't let
Go on,
go.
Connie.
And Val
Put it
hits.
in.
Yeah, well,
Both inches.
20 bucks into 33.
Nice.
Is that right?
Not nice.
Casey calls.
Casey's gonna
pair of
call with a
nines.
pair. Oh,
a
Connie
heart.
gets there.
Casey turns an inside straight draw. That's no good.
Casey's probably gonna check. He's probably gonna go check here. I don't know though. Do you check behind? Yeah.
Yep.
Check behind with a flush.
Oh, that might get her
wow,
paid
that
off.
one card. Casey might lead fold here to a raise, right? Like she's gonna bet like 30, 35, and Connie's gonna make it like 60, or did she just call?
I think she just called.
Well, maybe she's thinking she's never gonna fold, or and I don't know. Maybe the amount is irrelevant. Maybe Connie didn't really. Connie only had like 70, 60 behind. Maybe.
I would think that would be
Yeah. I'm
I mean-
probably raising there all the time.
Connie gets a little bit.
But Connie's also been on the tighter side, so maybe she's thinking maybe I'm up against a better flush. 8 high flush doesn't exactly it doesn't exactly inspire.
You and I are piling.
I'm loving it, but
Yeah.
But there have been times when that's a thing. And then again, it's the same thing. Maybe she's like, I still have some chips left. I don't want to go broke yet. I don't want to take a chance. I'm not going to open myself up to that. And I know that's not necessarily optimal strategy, but in terms of if you're having a good time and you can only buy in for so much,
Sure.
you're going to play accordingly. I think.
Poker should be fun.
Yeah, and this is obviously a lot about fun here for Veronica and friends. 1-3 no limit hold'em. I've said this before. I'm sure most of you know how to work Twitch, but if you're not already following, follow, hit the heart. You can get all the fantastic email updates. Where this is a problem across Twitch, not a problem, but a thing. Every stream goes on early. So you get the email and you're like, oh sweet, I'm gonna click it, and then it's like, see you in 30 minutes, right?
God damn.
I watch a lot of the LCS, League of Legends, and
Okay.
they always go on an hour early.
Oh,
and so
man.
you get the email and you're like, yeah, sick, and then you're like, oh wait, I know I can wait a while.
See, for those of us that just it's your cue to make a cocktail. All right,
True,
Go to the
I-
fridge, make yourself a beverage, a little bit more incoherent,
Yeah.
and then turn on the stream.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you have any interest ever in watching League of Legends,
I don't. I'm listening.
the World Championships is coming up. So it is going to be the best teams. It's sort of like a World Cup, sort sort of build. They have a group stage and then a knockout stage. But I mean, could be if you're bored, because it's in China, so it's going to be at a weird time. So if you're bored at like 4 a.m. and you can't fall asleep and you've watched everything on Netflix, check out League of Legends World Championship. You know what? We're all nerds here in different ways, right?
Oh yeah, no.
Poker nerds, video game
we're
nerds.
all
I'm
nerds,
sure you
so-
like some video games, just maybe not League of Legends. Maybe not. Maybe you don't watch any video games. All right. Well, there you go. I don't blame you.
It's all good.
Me, I
Generally,
mean-
if I'm still awake at 4 a.m., there's one of two things that I'm doing.
Playing poker.
One of them's poker,
Yeah.
and the other will leave the imagination.
Yeah. And you probably can't have the volume up during that other thing. You're watching, but
Alicia's gonna lead here on 9-7-4, 2 spades. She leads out top pair, makes it 15 to go. V cross, backdoor nut spade. She just knows the spade's coming. She's like, God,
I don't want to, the Alicia's dress is pretty awesome.
It's
I love blue. I'm a big fan of blue. The way blue kind of goes with brown
I can
works.
dig that. I
It
can
works
dig that. I
for
can
sure.
dig it.
Alicia's rocking that shirt. No boredom. I just want to yeah, you know what? Rick and Morty. That's true. If I'm up at 4 a.m., I have considered rewatching Rick and Morty episodes. It's getting insane. It's like it stopped just being funny, and now it's just like it's getting into this kind of like some stuff that it looks like they've been setting up since the first season, right? With did you watch that show at all? Rick and Morty? It's hilarious. You should watch it.
I'm down. I like funny things.
And it is like next level, because there's a thing I just watched. It was like they're started now. They're in season 3. Things from like season 1. Just like it's an animated series, so the more you draw, the more work you have to do. But they actually, or whatever your computer generated, whatever. But they're actually putting in like little Easter eggs for stuff that's happening now. Right? So like the main characters are Rick and Morty, a grandpa and his grandkid, where the Rick has been like out of their lives for a big chunk of time, but there was somebody pointed out that there's pictures on the wall of like Rick with a young Morty, which would be impossible if he had been out of their lives for that long, right? So there's like alternate reality, like all kinds of trippy stuff. It's nuts. It's nuts. It's a cartoon, but it's the most like next level cartoon you've ever seen in your life.
Jack 7-6.
Yeah, back to
Okay.
real life.
Back to
Let's say alternate realities where Casey has a set of jacks. I'm just kidding.
Right.
No, I've always been interested in the like multiverse type stuff, and a cartoon that kind of explores that a little bit is kind of interesting.
Right? It is like now a fundamental. I can't sing, but I'll put you on right about making stuff, which makes the people who can sing.
Oh wow,
It's like I sing live.
Drake, I'm gonna check that out for sure. The YouTube of it. So Valerie Cross now, the big stack.
Are you kidding me right now?
I feel like she just bought that. I don't
There
remember
was the
her
big
winning
pot,
a huge pot.
Her against Casey.
Oh, yeah,
the
okay.
bomb pot.
That's true. Oh yeah, when you win it, that's a beautiful
The
part
bomb
about a
pot.
bomb pot. It can make a bad night turn into an alright night.
Yeah, I've had a couple nights where the difference between winning and losing the session was
the bomb pot?
Was the bomb pots.
Yeah.
I ran good, or more specifically, didn't run bad. Same in bomb pots.
Trolls religion. Yeah.
Full to the blinds.
Daughter, who by the way did not want to be
Connie.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of people in the chat. Well, I know that like when I'm watching something on Twitch, I watch everything that Twitch does. I've watched Scrabble on Twitch before, watched chess, obviously like League of Legends. Rocket League is really fun. If you're gonna like, just like take like 30 minutes on like a Saturday afternoon and just look at what's on the Twitch front page. It's pretty. It can be very entertaining.
Twitch is wonderful.
FIFA tournaments where these guys are playing the FIFA like World Cup FIFA stuff. It's kind of nuts. The Scrabble obviously is nerdy but awesome. Like anytime I would watch Scrabble on Twitch a lot, and those people are like super good at Scrabble.
Brill, if you fold
Speed
6-7
running,
suited
yeah.
right now, you're dead to me.
No, she's a
Veronica's-
big fan of suited connectors.
Oh, yeah.
We talked about it the last time we did a stream together. She's a big fan.
Get out of my class.
Yeah, Jaden, it was a video that pointed it out, but it's kind of nuts. So the suggestion is that like the characters that are in the cartoon are not the characters from the original reality. Like they're not. It's pretty nuts. You should check it out.
It's open to 15 from Brill. Our favorite Veronica. Alicia
I
and
mean, I don't
Connie
know
make
any
the
other
call.
Veronicas. I guess like Veronica from the Archie comics.
You keep losing me, bro.
You've never heard of Veronica and Betty from the Archie, Jughead? None of these characters sound familiar to you. Wow. Is that?
I was in race cars, man.
But I was like, I didn't even read the comic, and I'm familiar with Archie. Archie comics? Really? You've never heard of that?
Archie's, I mean, that sounds familiar, but like the character.
Oh, okay. The characters in the show.
Yeah,
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 okay.
the
So
characters
you've heard
in
of the Archie
Yeah.
comics? Okay.
Queen Jack 4, one club, as much as it matters.
One club. And for a party girl, that's all they need. One club.
Connie bets 40
Who
with
goes
her top
to
pair.
2 clubs? No one.
Mercedes,
Oh, yeah.
inside straight draw 2 over. She just flatted Ace King pre. Veronica
It's going to continue.
will fold the backdoor straight flush draw. Open-ended for Alicia. She will come along. Turn 9, and Alicia gets there.
Alicia, yes. She hasn't played very many hands, or at least hasn't won very many hands.
Connie picks up an inside straight draw that's no good.
Or maybe that's it. How old are you?
I'm an old man.
Right, I was going to say, we're close to the same age. So the
Yeah.
Archie comics, like, thing. But yeah, so that's the only other Veronica I can think of off of the top of my head. I will say,
It's not that Rick and Barnes. It's not that I never heard the conversation. None of the characters in the
yeah,
comics.
but Veronica and Betty, like a Betty, like the surfers calling.
Alicia bets 85 on the turn and kicks down the pot.
Congrats, Alicia. Great job. Great dress. Great job. Great
Winning
straight.
life.
Yeah. Yeah. No, like I'm pretty sure like the surfer term Betty for like a pretty girl or whatever comes from Archie comics.
Oh, really?
Because there's 2 girls, Veronica and Betty, and to my knowledge, at different times they date Archie.
Oh, we should. This is not Flintstones.
Veronica and Betty. Oh yeah, that's true. What's there, Betty? Yeah, that's true. So the Betty, but I mean, there you go. Like maybe the Betty is just like 50 slang that carried through to those cartoons and into like other culture. Yeah.
Mind blown.
But yeah,
Rick and Barstow, you're on a whole other level of like seniority.
wow. It is his birthday today too.
Happy
That's what
birthday
he said,
to
right?
Rick and Barstow.
Was it Rick or somebody earlier said it was their birthday? I think it was Rick. I'm testing the bounds of my memory. I guarantee you, somebody said they went to dinner, and I thought it was Rick.
Mercedes is going to limp in the 6-7 suited. I would like to see an open there. Casey's going to open. The ace-8 of hearts with 20 to go. V-cross poker comes along. And Veronica Brill, if you don't 3-bet here, you're dead.
You're dead.
There we go.
Yeah, she's,
A few more chips. Few more chips.
Is that
there
okay
we
with you? Okay, so 2020, she makes it 60?
go. 65.
Smallish
60.
3-bet. Okay, it was Rick. Yeah, so happy birthday, Rick.
3-bet to 70.
Here's your happy birthday 3-bet from Veronica. It's a $70. $1 for every
I don't like flatting here for Casey.
every half year of life, right? Because Rick is only 35. I don't know. I have no idea.
Oh, here we go. Now,
She's gonna get some action from No, Valerie's.
yeah, show her then show.
Oh, she's actually like showing her like I want to play a hand, maybe.
Now there's
Friendly game.
friendly game. Kitchen table poker.
So Alicia moves up the leaderboard with $824 thanks to a turned straight in a 3-way pot. Casey started out really well. I think obviously she's playing well. Just some weird spots, unfortunately, but she's still up from whatever she bought him for. I think we still have the command.
Cash
Where's
win.
the cash win?
Cash win.
Let's find out how everyone's doing. Oh, did I spell it wrong? No.
No, I like the way you spelt it.
Wait, is that right? Is that the command?
Mostly positive.
Okay. Because I looked at it and I went a little dyslexic for a second. But yeah.
Plastica, what's going on?
But Rick knows what's up, man. Twitch is great, right? Like we're here obviously after the speedrunning thing, where the guys like try to beat video games as fast as they can, and they often do it for like charity and that kind of stuff. It's very
cool.
Twitch is nuts how it's become sort of.
Veronica Brilliant is on her third profile for this
Whoa.
stream.
She has a lot of pull. Is she commanding when they change the profiles? Because
I can only wish.
Yeah.
Top set for Veronica.
or is that?
Oh
wow.
It's
Okay.
a bad turn.
Kathy. Kathy's like, okay, it's actually not that bad with a pair. She's got just, you know. Kathy threw out a $10 bet or something, 15.
Oh, my ass on ace high, really?
Yeah, check. And Veronica is going to bet. What do you bet here to try to get paid? $30? $25?
They only get value from ace X of clubs.
So yeah, it looks like Kathy already folded. Oh no, Kathy didn't fold. She's in the process of folding, but has not folded yet.
Kathy undoubtedly preached to the table that she was like thought about raising. It's like, I know I could raise and get you to fold.
Yeah, maybe.
It's one of those like
It's
the
just
quads
totally-
or nothing spots.
Yeah.
They always have quads.
That's one of the all-time tough things for me in cash game poker. Like the question that is like, how do you get value from 10? Like quads. I happen to have had quad 10s in the hand I'm thinking of, but I just know that like, man, quads in cash. You're just like, whatever. I mean, unless you're
You
in
need
the jackpot.
certain board textures.
Yeah, exactly.
Certain board textures. I mean, number of players in the hand, of course. And all the times.
And it's probably better to flop quads, right? Like if you're gonna get quads, you probably want to, I guess maybe river quads after you get all in against somebody else or something.
You need the right combination of opponents or the right type of opponent who's gonna where you can play it fast on the flop, and have your opponent think, okay, well they would never raise with trips here, so.
Yeah. I mean,
And so then
a
they get
very
a little hero
specific
rate.
set of circumstances. Yeah. So it's
Generally,
unfortunate.
it's a bad flop you flop quad.
Right.
Realize it or not, it's like, okay, well now I got the deck on lockdown and I'm not getting any value from my hand.
Well, if you flop quads and like an ace or a king is there, and someone has that, and you lead, and it's just like it's like perfect combination.
It's the shortest chapter in like every poker book, like how to get value from quads. It's like you don't.
Just try.
You don't.
Whatever happens, you're rarely losing. Casey gets kings, so she.
Played out of a goddamn pinochle deck. I swear to God. Some of the aces.
No,
kings,
so it's like smash. Like, but I think, given the size of whatever the 3-bet is 60, is that right? $60?
It's like 60.
I think, well, yeah, it's a min raise. Kathy's probably going to peel. I don't know if JL is going to peel with only $3 in.
The graphic says that Kathy only has 190 back. I don't think that's accurate at all. Looking back at Kathy's stacking that previous hand against
That's fine.
Veronica,
I don't know, that's like 240 maybe.
it's more than 190. We'll know that.
Oh, wow.
She's not folding.
Yeah. Am I right?
She got another stack of red right there, so it looks like
It's
might
like 240-ish.
It's like 3-ish.
I don't know if it's 3-ish. Oh, wait, maybe
those
there's
are like those are stacks of like
25 to 28. I mean, that's my opinion based on seeing it from here. I only do it
You
for
only-
a
yeah,
living.
yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
if there's someone that would know.
There's a certain part where I stop counting and I just base it what it looks like, right? Like in terms of 20s or not. So Casey's gonna bet. I mean, Kathy has shown. No, you're right. It is like 300.
It is like 300-ish.
Yeah, because I didn't see the other stack of red. So that's like 60, 50, 60 in her hand that she's shuffling. And 240. Yeah, like 280, somewhere
Somewhere in that red
zone.
in the window. Jack 10-3, 2 clubs. Kathy's got position here, but any kind of 3-betting hand that Casey's going to have is going to have decent equity
Yeah.
against her.
It's not a great. I mean, you're not loving. If there's only one overcard, maybe you can peel
Yeah.
with 8s. But there's 2 overs
Two
to
overcard,
your pair.
which is going to give her fun like
You know, and you never know too. Like it's in that specific scenario, Casey's got better than a jack, so you're not even worried about that. That's right, Rick and Barstow. So that's the cool thing about Stones Live is if you're in the chat and you happen to be in the area, give it a shot. Maybe you can get on the stream. Most of the time there's a fair bit of like 5.5 no limit, 5.5 PLO, and 1.3 Holdem. Also, if you play bigger, was it Monday? Didn't we just have the 100, 200 limit game?
200 game.
And we're doing the tournaments. If you guys are in town for the Fall Classic.
Coming up September 29th.
Damn, you can't see that if I hold it like up there. September 29th, October 8th. But over $250,000 in guarantees. I'm super stoked because there's an Omaha tournament, like a limit Omaha 8 tournament. I kind of wish that price point was a little bit bigger. If anybody is listening, not that it can change, but for future, it's
if
tough.
The tournament director has happened to
Yeah,
be
it's
listening.
just be weird if like somebody who made this schedule. No, that's pretty cool. 120 with a 5K guarantee. I like that. I mean, who knows? It's 6 p.m. on a Friday night. So
I know where I'll be.
You not there?
No, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're gonna be there. Yeah. Wow.
It's a raise at 25 with 9s here from Connie. Who folded ace jack suited? Oh no. Sorry, the graphic came up and then it went away. I thought someone folded it. Here comes a 3-bet. Ace jack suited. And Mercedes just says, all right, let's get it in. It is a V straddle. Veronica straddled herself.
I like it.
Enjoyed it.
Sounds live.
Connie,
Get it.
just close your eyes and call.
Short enough where, wow, Connie really, I'm telling you, that's it. She's trying to just maximize the fun equity. I'm telling you, that has to be it. Connie was the same person, 3-bet the button with 9-7 offsuit, has folded to a 3-bet pocket pairs twice.
I think you can make a case.
Yeah.
You can make a case.
I think there's strong evidence supported. Is it bomb pot time?
She has to just have
Apparently we have a supermodel.
she can have like
in
heaps,
the,
heaps
in the
like
box.
a prop bet. Like, hey, if I don't go bust for the entire stream, then
It's true. Maybe there's all kinds of stuff we don't know about.
Who knows?
That's a good point.
Yeah, that's like, you can't go bust if you cannot rebuy. Like,
But yeah, but like she did lose her first stack. She lost her hand, so maybe she's just like, you know what? I'm gonna have a way better time if I just sit here and knit it up than I am if I lose a flip and buy back in for another 200.
everyone can play poker that they want to play poker, and we're okay with that. It is bomb pot time.
Yeah. And now we don't know what anybody has. Oh well, that's because they haven't dealt the cards yet, I guess. That would make sense. You know what? Let's just assume. I'm gonna guess that Alicia. My eyes are closed. I'm gonna guess that Alicia gets the 9 of hearts and the 4 of diamonds. And we haven't even seen it yet. So maybe she has the 9 of hearts, 4 of diamonds. We won't. I'm drawing live because I don't see the 9 of hearts or the 4 of diamonds. Diamonds out there.
Ace jack 7.
Oh.
You had the 4. You had the 4. That was
Well, I went very specific with the suits and
Yeah,
everything,
that
so I
was
was really limiting my my ability to hit it on the head there.
See, I would have prophesied she has 2 cards the same color, and it really just leaves the entire.
Yeah, that's true. But then, she got a suited hand. She definitely has a suited
Getting
hand.
picky.
Yeah.
V cross bets her ace. 6 on pot.
You know what? I could use more coffee. Waitress, excuse me.
You look at her stack size there. V cross poker, just under $1,000.
Yeah, great job, V Cross.
First after the bomb pot, how do you
I can tell you who's winning tonight,
Who's
and that's the wine industry.
That's the viewers.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
I thought you were
viewers.
going to say the viewers. I thought the one.
No.
Everyone
It's
in the
like a
chat
push.
watching.
No, it's like a
yeah.
push. The viewers are pushing.
Look, let's see. Now, Mike, he's not there yet. I guess that's the future. Spoiler alert. Other people will visit the table. I think everyone in the room who has ever been on the stream or considered being on the stream is a little bit jealous because tonight would have been the night, especially the guys. They're like, wow, this would have been really fun.
I think
Ladies only.
ladies only.
But we get to be here.
We're winning.
We are connected to the game, so that's awesome. You know what's really great is having like people repeatedly tell you you look like John Lovitz, someone you've never really considered attractive. So yeah. Thanks. I'm just kidding.
When I don't have my beard, which one has like been years.
I was gonna say I don't.
Been a while. Jason Segel.
That's not that bad.
I didn't say it was bad. I was
Yeah.
making conversation.
No, yeah, that's true. I thought you were trying to sympathize.
Oh no.
Look, there's nothing wrong with John Lovitz, but
No.
I when I look in the mirror, I sometimes think I'm all right looking. I'm not like great looking, but I'm all right looking. And then everyone's like, you look like John Lovitz, or you look like Kevin James, and it's just like, okay, I'm fat. Kevin, wait, is that his name, Kevin James? Hey, you know what? John Lovitz is great. I think it's hilarious. Obviously, if I would, I wouldn't hate being John Lovitz, but I'm just saying.
Sapphire was a long time ago.
I'm a little sensitive.
Kathy makes it 20 to go with a queen jack off.
I'm going to Vegas.
Debatable whether being called John Lovitz all the time is worse than having someone just basically say you're done.
Yeah, I'll take the John Lovitz any day.
Right.
Queen jack off's gonna get through.
I'll go wherever you tell me to go.
Nice. I played some dumb pots against Watbry and ended up down. Sounds like you and Plastic have a lot in common, Jake. I don't know if you specifically only play dumb pots against Watbry.
I've played more than my fair share of dumb pots against more than my fair share of opponents. Watbry being one of them for sure.
Connie, $38, holding on for that maximum fun equity. I'm telling you, that's what it has to be. She hasn't rebought. She's like, you know what? I'm having a great time. I'm in the big blind for $3.
It's not a bad thing, Alicia, at all.
JL makes it 17 to go with the ace jack off.
From a purely profit standpoint, whittling your stack down to $30 in a cash game when you could have up to $1,000 is not a very profitable
Not GTO.
spot. Yeah,
Not GTO.
But-
not Doug Polk proof.
right. Speaking of Doug Polk, we did an interview with Doug Polk for the Poker News podcast
Oh, very nice.
just before I came here today. So that'll be out tomorrow. If you guys don't already listen to the Poker News podcast, which I'm sure everyone here does,
I know I
because
do.
you're all my friends.
Flop is King 10-9. Inside straight draw for JL.
I think we're gonna get some action on this flop. Okay, or this board. Maybe not this flop. Maybe.
Turn 7, Brill has a pair and open into straight draw. She's gonna bet it.
But now
Double gutter
it's
now
double
for
gutter
JL.
Check.
Double gutter
I mean-
to the nutter.
Oh wow.
9 high, like a boss. Well, pair 9.
9 high, yeah. 9 high-ish.
9 high-ish. S. 9 high S.
Top cheer by Space. Twitch is fun. This is 500 gems. Wow. I don't really get all the like emotes and random stuff on Twitch. I'm not I watch a ton of stuff on Twitch and I'll read the chat, but I don't really interact in the chat. Super interactive in the chat.
Yeah, super twitchy.
There's all kinds of really. I'm trying to think of like the craziest thing. One time there was it was on the front page. It's called Ripstone Chess, I think. They had like a grandmaster and the chat was playing against him. Chess.
Oh, really?
This is like the kind of stuff. Like any Twitch plays thing is really funny because they did like the Twitch chat plays the Pokemon, or like where the chat is deciding what you do. So as if it weren't like trolly enough, when someone picks a move and a bunch of people pick a move, and then some guy's like, "You're all idiots. The obvious move here is this." It's fun. Oh, Connie,
Raise 17 on the button.
these ladies single. We didn't
Connie,
have
just put it in the 9-10 of diamonds. Put your money in there, goddammit.
that information is not available. I'm sure that some of them. Well, I'm not sure. I imagine some of them are just because.
Probability.
Yeah. But you know what? I highly doubt there's too many meet cutes waiting through the, hey, I saw you on the stream. I was in the chat. Maybe that is. Who knows? Love can start in many places.
So somehow we have Queen 3 off and 4 deuce off, seeing a flop. Queen 3 smashes it by a flop and a pair.
Smashes it.
Oh, look at there goes
wow.
JL. Turns a pair and an inside straight draw. Is going to turn said pair into a bluff, semi-bluff, leads for 20. Alicia, we checked back after opening queen 3.
She called?
We can't fold yet.
Yeah. Can't fold yet. You can fold now. Maybe you can't
You
even
can
fold
get
now.
there now. Now you can fold as JL gets there.
Yeah, that's what makes choosing to bet the draw work out a little bit better. Because you're obviously more likely to get paid on the river when you bet the draw and then bet. I think. What do you think?
I think
If you're betting draws, you're more likely
Alicia
to
should
get paid
bluff
off.
raise.
She
And
did
then
not.
realize that she made an incredibly bad mistake.
Jake's like, I'm bluff raising here.
versus that sizing, she's just trying to make a blocker bet. She'll fold to a raise. She bets 30. I'm gonna get like 50.
All of it. F
All of
it.
it.
The devil on the shoulder.
I'm gonna extra make sure she
NJL
folds.
would be the win. Yeah, like, you're gonna double fold.
Call. Look, shit.
Wait, what?
What?
Accident. I sneezed. Didn't actually mean to put all those chips in. You know, this is a really great advertisement for wine at Stone's because, like, as soon as we're done, I'm gonna probably have a glass.
It's Wine Wednesday. They just updated.
Oh wow, it is wine.
It is Wine Wednesday.
Wow.
I heard they updated the wine list. I heard it's much better. It's improved. I should
Improved
say.
wine list. You know what? If it's good enough for WSOP main event champion Chris Moneymaker, it's good enough for me.
Absolutely.
So whatever. Although he gets like the Moneymaker wine, right? Like you.
Like you
Top
read about,
shelf
yeah.
stuff, yeah, big time.
Yeah.
Chris Big Time, that's what
As he drinks it
what
through
he
his
call him,
straw.
yeah. Chrissy Big Time. Ooh, here's some potential.
Veronica makes it 16 to go with Queen Jack off. Alicia makes a call in position with the King 10.
Hurricane. Here comes the story of Hurricane.
Well played.
Do.
6-5
You're
suited for
familiar with
JL.
that song, so you're not that young.
Of course.
You know what's so sick? Okay.
Call, Kathy. Just
When
call.
when I was in the Navy, I was hosting, like, I did like a 2-hour radio show every day at one of the places that I was at. So basically just like playing music. So I played that song because I think it was around the time the movie came out and everything. Played that song. It's a very long song, first of all.
Oh, sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
Big flop here for JL. Flops a pair and
Oh,
a flush draw.
Queen. Yeah.
Flop is ace,
Oh,
queen,
wow.
6, 2
This is going to be
diamonds.
action.
Money should go
Calling-
in. No one has an ace.
Maximum action.
Maximum.
This is going to be the clip that they post on Twitter afterwards.
It checks through flop.
Oh, killing me here.
Turn 9 clubs.
Mercedes picks up a piece of it, but I don't think it's going to be good enough. Bet 15, call 15.
Alicia has an inside straight draw.
I just don't see too many people continuing based on this. Maybe Veronica can continue. Oh, speaking of
Ladies and
spoiler
gentlemen,
alert,
Mr. Mike Postle in the house.
Joey Dreamseat himself.
Why are you not at the final table of the horse tournament? Was that yesterday?
Yeah, it was yesterday. To the horse.
They missed it. It was the final table of the event before that.
Oh.
Fan thought it was horse. Yeah.
River 6, JL makes trips. Hurricane bets 25. Just call from
calling?
JL.
No,
Trying
wait,
to get that
min-raise.
overcall money from Veronica, maybe?
No, it looked like a min raise.
Oh,
Min raise to
min-raise to
50.
50.
Gets called by Hurricane, Queen Jack. And did she throw it out already? Oh, yeah.
I think she
I mean, if you're
folded.
flopping. I don't know. Hurricane
No, she called. No, she called.
because you showed her hand. So she owes 25. JL's going to take it down. If you flop
optimistic
a
call.
pair and a flush draw and you end up with trips, not a bad time.
Yeah, no.
You're
much
going to
worse.
have a good time.
We did not brick out, and that's good. Wine Wednesday.
Yeah, Wine Wednesday. No, I mean, now it makes perfect sense why Veronica and Friends is on Wednesday.
Oh yes.
Obviously,
No,
yeah.
some sober thinking went into
Yeah.
the drunk planning here.
Yeah, they're like, how can we... This is Stone saying, how can we extract maximum value from our
the wine
stream?
list.
The rake is definitely not going to be enough for the 1-3. Although the rake is the same regardless of whatever 1-3 game you're playing. But still, this is the best. Lots of wine.
Maximum wine list equity.
Yeah.
Why is that the headline there in that strategy?
I'm not sure. I am not sure. You know what? Another thing they do on Twitch. I don't know why I'm on this big Twitch kick right now, but
Yeah, I'm not sure either, man. But
Amazon owns Twitch, so they do the pilots for a lot of the new Amazon shows that come out every season, and they just show them in a loop. It's pretty cool. So that's kind of neat. So you can watch like they did. I didn't watch it, but when the Tick. So like the way Amazon does it is they do like one show, one pilot show, and then they have people voting on it. So they'll do like one show for like 10 different potential series. The people vote on it, and the one that is the most popular gets developed, right? So the Tick is a new series on Amazon.
And that's how that came
So
to
a
be.
year ago, people watched the pilot and voted on it. So you actually only get one episode for a huge chunk of time, which kind of sucks because you're thinking about, what happened next after a year. Sometimes you don't even get to find out because they don't continue with whatever
they don't pick up the series.
pilot you went. So it's kind of neat. It's big time that Amazon owns Twitch because now you can use your Prime membership to subscribe to channels that aren't Stone Live Poker. Yeah, to other channels. I was gonna say, like, I don't even know that we have a subscribe option, but if we do, I'm pretty sure you probably.
We do.
Yeah. Oh, we do. Oh, well then, yeah. Cool.
$6 straddle, limp pot poker.
Well, is it really a limped pot if it's a straddle? It's kind of limp-ish.
I will not give anyone credit for a raise in the limp pot poker.
No, yeah.
When you start the action by saying call, it's not. Someone folded the 3-4 of hearts, by the way, and they are dead to me. Someone folded 3-4 of hearts pre, and we
It's
just
probably
can't.
Veronica.
Yeah. And this
No,
is why
I'm
me and
kidding.
said person
Veronica's big
cannot
time.
be in like a relationship.
You even said that.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
wow.
They just folded the 3-4 of hearts.
Yeah. Tough
Because
life.
reasons.
But Casey's in a good spot again where she has a high like flush draw on the 3-card board or whatever with a pair.
That 40.
Check.
It's a pot-sized
really-
bet from Mercedes.
Casey's definitely capable of raising here. I mean, is this a spot where you would consider raising?
And a limp pot, and a lot of players are going to donk bet flush draws or are going to lead into made flush draws. So it's hard to put Mercedes specifically on a completed flush already. With the Queen of Hearts in her hand, we could rep hearts here with entity tending, and we would probably be betting most of our hearts on the flop. So it's hard for Casey to really sell that she has a completed flush here. If she does raise, it's going to look awful a lot like she has a big heart in her hand and is bluffing. She likes to let go of it. The story might not add up if we're raising there as far as the flop. I mean, we could be repping 2 pairs there. But again, if we flop like a pair of 6s, pair of 7s, some of the 7-5 or 7-6 might connect with, turn 2 pair like that. We're probably going to bet those to protect our equity on the flop. So once again, that also might not make a lot of sense why someone would check back flop pair. Mm-hmm. So then we raising like with a naked 8, like with an open straight draw, a naked big heart. Which one's? If someone raises in the turn, I'm not folding a lot of pairs. I might be a station. I might
Not
be leveling.
fully-
I might
this
be
reminds
leveling
me.
myself.
This reminds me of the story. I think it was the Saturday 120 tournament. Maybe it was one of the last Sundays
How hero did I go?
where a young fellow
I'm young. No.
walks up, sits down, and the very first hand that he played, I made a very it was stupid. Not a great call on pre-flop with a suited jack. It was like Jack 3 of clubs to a Jake raise. Oh, sorry, a mysterious person, mysterious young man, and the flop was like 5 something. I made a flush on the turn, and you led, and I raised, thinking I wanted to make it look like I had a high club.
But it wasn't a limp pot.
That's true, limp pot, and it was a tournament.
It's a whole different
I just
story.
wanted to needle you.
It wasn't limp
just a
pot.
small
It didn't go
side
check. It didn't go check flop. Because if I'm a pre-flop raiser, it's rarely going check
call, and then you. Oh, so you must have bet twice, and then I raised the turn when the flush got there,
Yeah.
and then you checked, and I shoved, and you called
Yes.
with a set of 5s.
Yeah. I like how you leave out there. Also, I had a set.
Yeah.
I wasn't just like,
Sure, this
oh,
is
I have a pair.
not at all the same thing, but I just wanted to have memory
The
lane
moment,
with Jake. Not even necessarily a needle, just like memory lane.
Yeah.
Great times.
I do remember that hand.
I think what happened to Connie, 11 BBs. She lost her initial buy-in, rebought, and has sort of just been whittled down. She's had some spots where she could maybe go for it, but I'm convinced that she is enjoying the time at the table and just really doesn't want to rebuy, so has decided not to engage in potential flips for her entire stack, even when it would have been probably a good idea to do so.
Your rationalization of the illogical makes total sense. It is a straddle. It is an $11 V straddle, courtesy of Veronica herself.
The V-shaped straddle.
Casey opens up the ace-3 out of the small blind. Blind versus straddle. Makes it 30 to go.
Easy money.
Print money. I got an ace.
Take that
Dead money.
$9. And Valerie is well ahead of the next closest stack, 240. I want techies. I don't know if you heard, but Connie, she just hasn't really wanted to call or re-raise any 3-bets. So when she opens, she's been playing pretty tight with some big pairs like 10s or ace-queen. She folded ace-queen, folded 10s to 3-bets.
Ace-queen.
Free
And
flop.
nines. Nines, tens.
And nines. Okay.
Tens, ace-queen. Hey,
Yeah, I'm totally convinced it's because she's enjoying her time. Maybe she hasn't finished her glass of wine yet. I don't know.
Casey, no stranger to raising.
Yeah.
Makes it 25 to go over the straddle.
Like you said at the beginning, where did you get this information about Casey being a crusher?
I cannot divulge.
Oh, okay.
said
Well, I mean,
things.
it feels like spot-on analysis from whoever.
If she was selling action in this game, I would have bought action. In this lineup, with this much booze,
She doesn't look like she's been drinking.
I think she's been boozing it
I
a
mean,
little bit, but like
maybe,
not like
yeah.
But
I don't know. Look at those. There's
now they've all
waters
switched to water.
behind
Now
them.
they've all realized how far they've sunk. And they're
Look
like,
at her
oh,
table
crap.
though. There's just water, no wine. Maybe there was wine
All right,
earlier.
guys, we're gonna have to drive in about an hour.
That's
Right,
true.
I
Maybe
gotta-
it's slowed down a little bit.
I can't
Look, no
stumble
one's
out
leaving.
I can't stumble out to my Uber.
No one's just gonna unlike other streams. I don't think this table is just gonna empty out, and even the other streams don't usually do that. I don't think it's really gonna empty out.
No. Oh no.
I mean, that's the hope, right? Because we're just gonna jump into the game afterwards, right? Like we hope that 2 people leave, and then it's like wine time.
Exactly 2 people, and there's not already a list ahead of us. Of
Right,
people
I'm sure
that
you
are
look
trying to
like,
harpoon
hey,
drunk people.
No,
on the
I
table.
mean, I would
That
have
doesn't happen.
exactly the same issue. I'd min buy for whatever the absolute min is, and just fold everything, and hang out and drink wine. Which I guess, could just save my money and sit
just hang out
sit in
and
the
drink
back and
wine.
hang out and drink wine. Yeah.
Kathy makes it 15 to go with a 9-7 of diamonds. V cross poker is gonna make the call with a queen 9 off.
That's gonna make a joke.
Alicia says yes with the 8-3.
Yes, Alicia, using her. She hasn't played very many hands. So maybe
Exploiting
she
her
looks
image.
down. Looks
9,
down.
4, 3, 2 hearts.
Let's see if she really exploits the image, though.
Both Kathy and V cross poker hit the 9. Alicia hits 3, and Alicia's gonna bet. Pair 3s and backdoor diamonds. Kathy pair of 9s and backdoor diamonds. V cross poker
I
bets
don't think
9.
either person is folding. I wouldn't be terribly surprised. Well, yeah, there's no way about it. Fold. $31 to see the Jack of Hearts on the turn.
Should likely check through once one player decides to bluff. Speaking of deciding
Kathy
to bluff,
doesn't look like she's gonna check.
I think she doesn't like V crossover calling behind her. Wants to isolate Alicia. I don't love that card to choose to bluff. Now with the player behind me, because I think a lot of the hands that Val's gonna overcall with on the flop are gonna, she's gonna have a lot of heart draws, or I'm sorry, a lot of flush draws. In this case, hearts. Kathy's got to be happy with that fold from Val.
Wow. I mean, that's a tough board to call a bet on with a
It really
9,
is.
with only a 9, right? So betting your 9 is a good spot.
Kathy flashes the 9, and now Val's got to be like, shit.
Yeah. I mean, whatever. Like Val probably, it's exactly like you said. Sometimes you see what the hand is, but it doesn't necessarily mean you made the wrong play.
Correct. Yeah. We don't want to be results oriented in our analysis. I got Val is switched to water, but also has not given up on the line yet. She's like, I'm with you, but I haven't forgot about you.
I'm with you. She's paying attention to both her water and her wine.
You got to balance your drinking range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Although it's not typically a 50-50 balance.
No.
It's more like an 80-20 kind of situation.
Yeah.
For some people, it's like 90-10.
I've been known to be on that end of the spectrum.
Kathy is flashing. What a table. Rick and Barstow. I picture Rick hanging out and only hearing what you said and then quickly turning. What? Who's flashing? What? What? Obviously, Rick is watching and probably didn't happen that way, but that's the picture
Table's
I have in
getting
my
loose. $6 straddle.
95.5.
No, it's a $6 open. It's a min raise from Mercedes. 3-bet to 36 from Casey. V Cross is going to cold call the 3-bet with better diamonds in position.
Yeah.
Does she know?
And Mercedes with the Jack 10 and spades. All hands that probably, all hands that like seeing flops. Cash games. King 8 specifically in position, obviously, makes it a lot more appealing. Oh, wow, I like it.
It's a big bet.
I don't know if I like it a ton, but I don't hate it.
That's 100. Val can't be in love with that bet sizing, but we have top pair.
Val does have top pair. Yeah. It's one of those things where Val's probably, if you peel, what do you do on the turn? Right? You're assuming that if she's full of air, nothing.
Val
she's not
really
again.
wants a check on the turn.
Well, for sure,
Yeah.
You don't want to face another bet with King 8. So we'll see what happens. Oh,
now
and
you want to see
you want to see a bet on the turn. Casey may give up at this point, though. Maybe that's a good enough card. Casey might also shove. 420.
Casey might think, okay,
Behind?
what hands does Val have that she's cold calling a 3-bet? Mine was it was a smaller 3-bet. But you gotta think, what hands is she cold calling a 3-bet with? It has an 8 in it. Do you want to think Val might have a lot more clubs in her hand?
Ace 8 suited.
Ace, is she cold calling? Well, she's cold calling
In position,
King 8.
yeah.
In position, I guess.
I think maybe if Casey knows enough about Val, that she can. Rick, I was countering your sarcasm with sarcasm. Obviously, you didn't think somebody was actually flashing. That's what I think. I'm, John Lovitz up here, just being funny and hilarious and a little chubby.
120 from V Cross Poker.
I think Casey's going to give up.
We can't continue. It's shove or fold.
Well,
or fold,
if you were gonna
or fold.
shove over a bet, wouldn't you shove? Couldn't you just shove?
Open shove turn.
Open shove, yeah. You have 420.
If we're gonna
320.
continue with a hand, we're gonna be open.
I think open shoving probably wins you more often than check raising.
And check raising here is gonna press their opponent to follow with all their draws. And if they have King X of clubs,
It's still a
they're ahead.
reasonable sized 3-bet in terms of what Valerie bet, but the pot is already $400, so you're basically raising. Yeah, I don't think it's happening. Casey fired once. It would have been interesting to see what happens if not an 8 comes. Right? If
What
an 8
Casey's
doesn't
action
come,
would have been.
because Casey probably is fully capable of taking a much different line there and betting again. Right? Why not?
Poker Pro Eric in the chat. No, Babe Prescott is not in the game with us. I'm sure she is crushing some cash games somewhere else.
Well, the circuit's in town, right? Is she a tournament player too?
Oh yeah, big tournament player.
So I imagine she might be doing that. So maybe it's good news for her that she's not in this game, because maybe that means she's
It
playing
would be indicative that she's
at the WSOP.
the probability that she's still in a tournament is higher than the fact that she's not here.
Are you playing that the main?
No, I have commitments.
Oh, okay.
And I feel dead inside.
Anybody in the chat playing the main, the WSOP circuit main? First ever Sacramento one, right?
It's gonna be
It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be nuts. I'm covering it for WSOP.com, so I'll see you there if you're there.
Straddle's on. Kathy Stahl under the gun. We know she's gonna play the main.
Yeah. Casey, all right. Jack
limp.
8. Oh, Val.
Better clubs. Over limp.
Yeah, unfortunate spot. It's only 6 points. I feel like that's gonna get. You could probably raise there too, though. Right? Over 2 limps, make it like $20.
Can I see your card?
It's only one. So it's straddle.
Oh, a
one
limp and a call.
and a
Oh,
call.
straddle and a call. Okay.
Straddle and a limp.
Yeah. If you're raising there, how much you make it? Like 20? 25?
45. Queen 6-4, 2 diamonds. V-cross poker hits her 6. No one else with much of anything.
I guess if it checks, you might be able to bet there. Not a fan.
Turn 3 brings a heart draw for Hurricane. JL's gonna bet her pair of 3s.
What's interesting too, she has, I mean, does this play into it at all with the ace of diamonds in her hand? So she knows that nobody's gonna like be going with the nut flush draw.
Yeah.
Make that.
I'd also expect that most people would have bet nut flush draw on the flop.
No.
Bet 10. V-cross poker raises to 35. Somehow knowing that she's value betting here.
Maybe she's just thinking that maybe she's assuming everybody at this table that was acting before her is gonna bet a queen or bet a flush draw or something like that. Like, and she does have second pair.
And she can get value from a 5. Anyone with 5 and 5's open ended, so she can get value from a 5.
Yeah. And Val is in position. Oh, excuse me.
1-3.
1-1-1-3. I very
Veronica
rarely look in the camera. I'm usually looking at you or the chat.
I think it's the best way for us to have a conversation. If I talk to you like this,
Hey, so Jake,
yeah,
how are you?
that'd get weird.
Yeah, it just feels weird. So, sorry to all the people watching at home, because I'm sure that everybody wants to see my fat
I
face.
think we're engaging the chat.
Yeah. No, like I said, I'm always looking. I'm typically looking at the chat down here.
Val and Veronica checking out some dude. It's a joke.
I'm sure all their comments are
I'm sure they're checking out the 5-10
completely
game.
appropriate.
They're actually checking out the 5-10 game.
Yeah, they're actually looking at the poker,
Yeah.
not the people playing. Does Veronica play that big? 5-10?
She used to. Veronica used to barrel the 5-10 in Vegas. That was like her first. When she lived in Vegas, that was like her staple. She was a piece of the furniture at the 5-10 game.
No, I didn't know. I'm not.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah. I usually am unable to guess like what kind of limits people play. When is Jake and friends?
I need some more friends, guys. I can't. Unfortunately, I can't fill the game.
Yeah, it's a funny thing. Like, I'm actually
Jake
thinking
on the
about
left
this.
side of the table.
Jake and friends with Veronica in the booth would probably get a lot more hits.
The problem is, Jake and friends. All my friends are professional poker players, and so like.
Well, there you go. More hits. Like everybody be like, "Oh, this is cool."
Yeah, like hey, let's just
put Mike, Jake, Scott
Ball.
Yeah. Just why not? Cause Scott, like, if it's, we'll like
I just
fly
like-
in Randy Lou.
And
I don't know if you're friends with him, but why not?
Why not?
I know he's played here before.
It's just like, yeah, my friend's game isn't like profitable for most players. Like I don't try to make a living at poker playing against my friends in poker.
Right.
I mean,
So
unfortunately,
here's a tip:
we
if
run
there
into
ever
each other.
is, Jake and friends, and you get invited to play the game,
You're the mark.
that gives you an idea of
Yeah.
what Jake might think of your poker abilities, or at least his versus yours.
I don't think I've ever made him
Ace Jack 7.
He's blushing. You gotta get it.
Flop checks through, turns a 4, and Mercedes with top 2 bets 40. JL inside straight draw cannot continue out of position. Gotta have friends first. Earl in the chat.
Earl.
I didn't even see that was
Oh,
Earl.
that is Earl.
It
Is
was-
that Earl?
It's, yeah, the
Oh,
Earl.
okay. We met the other day officially. I'm familiar with him.
He's the greatest Earl of all time.
Greatest Earl of all. You know what? My best friend when I was in like 3rd grade was Earl, and he moved. And I have no idea. I have no idea how to find him. I don't know what his last name is. Like we were in 3rd grade. No, we were in 3rd grade. Like this is the guy I spent almost every day with after school. One of my best friends of all time, named Earl. So, Earl or Earl? Oh, by the way, Poker Pro Eric, I don't think well, obviously the cash win thing's not working at the moment.
Yeah.
I tried it earlier. But I do, Val is probably up a little.
Val's winning live.
Yeah. And then Casey is probably, let's see, slightly down now with
Yes.
450.
Discount, so let's see a grimy, buttery call time from Veronica.
Grimy butter.
I don't know if we're going to see it tonight.
Preparing for her butter bath later, her post-game butter bath.
Open to 20 from Alicia with pocket nines. It's called from Casey and Kathy, and the flop is 9 high. And on 9-6-3, we need to be checking.
I would think the other
Casey's going to
winner.
lead 5-3 here. Lead with bottom pair. Donk bet into Alicia's. She thinks 9-6-3 misses Alicia's opening range, which it does. Unfortunately for her,
Except when it
it's when
absolutely
it
nails
smacks the
it.
top
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
head.
It either missed completely or
Not
just
top.
nailed it. But I can see Alicia just calling. It seems like the only real play. If somebody's betting into you with a set on this board, again,
Turn the ace might save Casey a little bit. She might think that some of the hands Alicia might be floating with might be ace jack, ace king, ace queen. Might be able to get away now.
there's not really a scenario where Casey can win this hand. I mean, not when I say not really, there is no scenario where I think Casey's going to be able to win this hand. So if she can, check, fold.
Beats her.
Casey,
beats her
I
in
mean
the butt.
that's not a bad idea to lead.
There is a 5-10 game, Earl, that
I'm in the parking lot.
there is
There
some chips
are-
in play.
There are a lot of tables going. You could always play 3-6 limit because we know that Earl comes to stones just to play 3-6.
It's fun.
Get that hat. That's funny.
You have my number, Earl. I don't know why you just don't like.
I'm trying to. Yeah.
There's
There is no
100.
100.
Not tonight.
He's like, I'm watching you, creepy, right?
Let's set up the Eric Earl heads up 100-200 limit.
Yes.
I don't know. Does Eric play that big?
No.
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 Connie with the aces.
I don't play
And $25.
Connie finally found the hand to go with.
She has 30 behind. She makes it 21, leaving 9 behind. Connie's never folding. Gonna get some action from Casey with the King-9 suited. Val might even look her up with the 8-6 offsuit. She does. Table singing again. What are
get
they
some
singing?
action.
I tried to listen to this. Oh, hearts. Connie's definitely gonna get some action from Casey. In fact, Casey might bet the full 9, put her all in. Not even gonna bet 9, she's gonna make it 25
Lead. There's
or
all of it.
$30. It's really just 9, yeah. So Casey needs a heart, only 1 heart. What's interesting too is the cash game, they're showing their hands, so they're not doing the little cash game thing where you don't show.
Turn to king.
Oh, King Jack. So Casey had
Aces hold.
a few more outs on the turn, but couldn't get there. That's okay. This is one of the things where Connie not rebuying and not playing earlier hands. She picks up a big hand, gets all her chips in.
Poker Pro Eric,
$30
Mike Postle is already here. And why are you referring to yourself in the third person?
Earl 1.
Connie finally finds a hand, gets her monies in, aces hold,
I think
and we're back in business.
Viscount hit it on the head. Connie should go all in. Well, the good news is with only $30, the decisions are pretty easy, right? It's not a ton. She could have had more if she had possibly had more if she had played earlier hands. She also could have busted and just left. So now she's in a spot where she got like 60, 70 bucks. Maybe she won't fold 10s to a 3-bet again in that spot, and now she's ready to,
Or she has 67 reasons to find a hero fold.
67 reasons.
Gotta
That's
pick
my
up the stack.
favorite Taylor Swift
Can't
song.
make day 2.
67 reasons to find a hero fold.
Go bust.
It sounds like it could be a Taylor Swift song. Good equals great. Casey's queen 8 in the small blind. Looks like she called the straddle. And Valerie said no. Don't do that.
Make it down.
And I don't think Casey's going to continue with queen 8 offsuit out of position, but maybe. Is she like dancing? Are they listening to music? Is that what's happening? Looks like Casey is dancing.
She's feeling it.
Yeah, so maybe she is going to call with queen 8. Nope.
She gets away.
No thanks. So Val, 1.1. I want to say Val's probably up with
Val's done well.
the 10 tables are like Tony Town ladies. You know what? That's
It's a problem. If the table's having a good time, being loud, let people have a good time. It's poker. Poker should be about having fun. And people are being
a lot of
loud.
people say that, and then they're like, man, I'm down $300. I'm gonna beat Crab. I'm Crab, man. That's what crabs sound like when they talk.
Yeah, science. We know this.
Confirmed. So I was like, yeah. You know what? I don't think they're gonna say, hey Valerie or Veronica, have this game, keep it down.
Yeah.
No way, that's a thing.
Get everyone, host the game, get everyone
look, it's gonna be
toasted,
jam.
rack
It's
up
Wine
like a
Wednesday.
$4 wine bill.
And we're gonna
but
try to keep it down. Yeah, keep it
down. Under control.
Not happening. Oh, it's bomb pot time.
Bomb pot.
Bomb pot. Wait, what is it?
The bomb pot.
We just figured out bomb pot. No, that's Blue Squeeze.
Yeah.
I was in the bomb pot, like Wayne's World, to the tune of Wayne's World. Bomb pot, bomb pot. Party time.
Deuce 5-3.
Excellent. Oh,
Mercedes.
Kathy with the straight.
Kathy flops the show. Mercedes flops bottom pair and an open-ended straight draw. She can chop with a 6.
Veronica with top pair. Problem. I mean, depending on the action,
Rip it.
I don't know that she's going to continue. Kathy, do you
Kathy can
check
really contain her
here
excitement.
and let somebody bet?
No, we bet. All the two-pair combinations are in play. There's a spade draw. People might peel with overcards. Be that. 135 in the pot. We do not
Who's
check.
the girl with the great smile and the pretty eyes? Well,
Pick your. I
Jake?
can't narrow it down. I'm a very pretty girl. 6'4".
I would say, I feel like, I mean, any one of them could qualify.
Kathy.
Kathy's taking forever. I don't know if that is beneficial. The longer you take in a spot like this, is that good or bad?
I think it's bad. Oh, there's a raise. Uh-oh.
Super in-depth analysis.
Yeah.
That's bad.
That's bad.
Bad.
Kathy leads for 65.
Yes, though, because what's it? Mercedes is open-ended to
Mercedes-
the same straight, right? With a pair.
With a pair, and she's going to raise.
So in that world, I don't see Veronica continuing.
No, it's just a call.
I don't think anybody is considering. Oh, call 60.
I thought I saw a raise from Mercedes.
Oh, wow.
And now Mercedes is in trouble.
Yeah, Kathy is probably going to get a full double here. I think. I mean, yeah. What are you flatting when you have an open-ended straight draw? It's really interesting to see how Kathy approaches this because you bet again.
There's 265 in the pot.
I mean, let's pretend we don't know what happens. When she flats, I think typically you check in this spot, right? And see what they do on the turn.
She bet really small here. Oh no, she said all in. Okay, sorry. Verbalized all in.
Which is
Miles Pro 91. Welcome to the stream. I am Horror Crusher.
257. Looks like, yeah, 260, 280. Yeah,
All in and a call.
and the best card in the deck hit the turn for Kathy.
And Mercedes is drawn to a chop. 3 6s left.
Oh, they're running it. Are they running it more than once?
It's not going to do it.
Man. That's pretty brutal. Like, you can completely understand the call on the flop, and then you turn.
Yeah, we don't fold
One
turn.
of the two cards you're looking for on the turn. Yeah.
Bomb pots.
Yeah.
Bomb pot's good for poker.
You gotta feel pretty good with the straight on the bomb pot. But you got to feel even better when you flop the straight
Jesus.
in a bomb pot and hold the nuts until the river. At which point, that's when they got all in on the turn, so you had the nuts to hold. Chips, table 11. Probably, that might move Kathy into, well, it moves her into second place. $760
Plenty of time.
after that pretty huge bomb pot. The biggest bomb pot we've had so far.
It was a good part.
With only one more bomb pot, I think, coming, right? With 24 minutes left. Maybe
We might get one more bomb pot in. We might get one more bomb
It might be
pot.
one of the final hands.
Sunny 8644. How's Veronica doing? She's sobering up, unfortunately.
She lost. Did she lose one? Yeah, she had queens
She got
versus
felted
aces,
against aces.
and then rebought, and I think she's made a little bit sensitive
Yeah, got a little
from
bit back.
that rebuy. Connie, $75, the short stack. Hurricane with ace king, just limps the straddle. Early position limping the straddle with ace king. The only issue, I mean, obviously, other than the fact that you're going to let people see the flop for cheap, is that when you raise in this spot, it's pretty polarizing. Like, most people put you on a big hand when you do that.
Generally,
Don't
people that
continue to
limp-
give you action. Yeah.
People that limp raise, their worst hand is ace king. The problem is it's hard to balance. Like, what are your bad hands doing that with to balance it?
Right. Yeah.
You doing that with like
5-6?
ace 5-6.
You're probably not going to raise. You'll just call with 5-6, right? So when you're raising,
That's
it's
why
like
you just can't balance it. I'm not a fan.
it's unbalanceable. Is that even unbalanceable? It feels like the correct word, but it's hard to say. Like, oh wow, really, really huge flop for no one. Although,
Casey with the overpair.
I think
It's rare that pocket
I
fives
think it's a
are the
decent
overpair.
flop with pocket fives. I think you have the 5 blockers, right? So the straight draws are probably not there. In this case, Valerie needs one of the 5s to make a straight. So I think it's a safe bet, especially in position. Valerie might peel one, but with the gut shot on a board where she's peeling. Now, if the turn's going to be brutal like the last hand, the turn is going to be a 5.
It'd be much better if she did this with a diamond in her hand.
Was it? Oh,
I mean, obviously she might try to take it away with it if a club comes off, or raise a turn repping a deuce in a hand like ace deuce.
yeah.
10's not the card.
I mean, this
10
might go
also-
check, but this
10
might.
also, it's hard to improve Valerie's range here. If you're Casey, but then again, okay, what are the hands like Val?
Again.
Well,
She
Val's
might
also
have
gonna
a
like
random
sixes.
10 if she's holding like a club draw.
A
Maybe,
random,
yeah,
club
like-
draw,
but yeah,
maybe
it's a
random
safe
10.
bet.
Other than that, she might also gonna have a lot of 6s, 7s, 8s, hands like that,
I think-
which aren't gonna fold to this. I think it's a little bit optimistic here, and this is gonna work because Val has 6-3.
Yeah, Val
But-
doesn't have anything.
Against a lot of the hands that Val's gonna have there, she's not folding onto that turn bet. And so we're just piling it in there at 5s.
Nothing changed, right? Like,
Yeah, the 10 doesn't do anything.
if she's calling you on
She
flop.
got lucky that Val had one of the only hands that she can.
Yeah, but is she going to call the club draw there on a paired board for that much money?
Two 5s in her hand. We're also blocking all the straight hands,
Right.
It's not,
Which may be why she feels safe betting it, but yeah, I get what
well,
you
that's going to put more value in Val's range.
Right.
So it's going to like 6s, 7s, 8s, hands like that. Club draws, which still I don't think are folding. Especially the 10 hits the club draw, as you pointed out. And I think when we double barrel that turn, I mean we're getting called a lot there, and we're behind a lot. We're ahead of random club draws, but even on the flop, with 2
Right.
club
It's
draws.
not hard for her to have
Yeah.
8s, right?
6s, 7s, 8s.
Yeah.
Kathy makes it 21 to go.
And that
Thrill
since
scheme.
6, 7s, 8s are all essentially the same hand.
Yeah. Random creepy dude coming to check out this game.
Creepy dude.
Wait a minute, did you
I can't
just
tell if
come over to
Alicia
my
knows
door and
him.
tell me to quiet down?
No,
Do you know how
there's just a
loud
touchy feeling coming out. I can say that because he doesn't watch the stream.
Oh.
My goodness.
Oh, yeah, she doesn't look too pleased.
Ace 9 deuce.
Oh, no. She
Middle pair for Hurricane. Top pair for Kathy. Turn queen.
I know.
We couldn't make it work. We're not going to, but
There's a 4 of diamonds on the river, or it's the spades. That was my Bob Dylan impression.
river spade.
And Kathy's good to base him.
Kathy calls throwing chips at Irma.
Was it? She's saying I'm basically giving you chips and with the best hand. Like, okay, fine, I'll
here
call
it
you.
is. And we had almost our worst ace there. We beat ace 8, and we lose everything else. I can see why we shouldn't be like excited not to call it.
Kathy surging late. There's only about 20 minutes left in the stream. Now
It's not how you start,
825.
it's how you finish. All,
Yeah,
and
I
all
know.
the other cliches
Yeah.
that go along with it.
I feel like if Veronica was in the booth today, she would have gone somewhere with that. Not how you
Generally
start,
somewhere
How
inappropriate.
you finish
Yeah.
comment. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Look who showed up late.
Fat train.
All caps. Fat train. Is it fat rain or fat train?
I walked out that part open and hit it with a Q-tip.
Casey with the ace 8-6. Excuse me. Offsuit.
I don't like the way that Casey played that pocket 5's hand. I mean, it worked out for her. A couple other hands I think were a little sketch.
Are you only saying that because she's not currently looking at the stream?
Casey, I feel like Casey played fairly well tonight.
Yeah. I think it's
Love to have her back on the stream. And maybe catch a little run too. It'd be nice to see.
Yeah, I don't think she's not really down on the day. Though. She's down maybe like 100.
Well, she lost. She lost.
She
a lot
was
back.
way up
She
early,
was way
right?
up,
Yeah, exactly. So but in terms of her initial buy-in, she's sitting okay.
10-3-3. Jail flop top pair with the king kicker.
Oh wow, sorry, it's busy. Yeah, that's funny. It's funny that you mentioned that. I think you can, yeah, if you provide proof that your flight is like today. You can. I think they'll give you a passport.
What are we talking about?
Justin said he was getting his passport. And he said, can you get your passport in 3 hours? Yes, it's possible, but I would not recommend it. Well, yeah, okay, now you know. Now you know. If you're ever in a pinch, and for some reason you're flying to another country.
You take the equivalent amount of cash, and you ask for a coyote, and then they get you across the border, and then...
Yeah, but then you're like indentured, you know. I mean,
You
we've
only-
all
you
seen,
only live and
we've
die
all
once.
seen, Breaking Bad or any show that deals with coyotes. I'm sure it happens exactly that way. Yeah, you don't really want to mess with those guys.
Got the ace 9 off here for Casey.
If I make friends with you, now you call my office. I don't like that.
Yeah, that is as long as your flight is you have proof of a flight, which is funny because you could just like buy the flight and then get the passport if you wanted to get your passport that day.
Really?
Yeah.
Is there like background check process?
Well, no, I mean, it's like the internet age. It doesn't take them 2 weeks to get you a passport. It takes, the harder part might be the visa. I don't think you can get a visa in like 3. But Canada, you don't need one. But like if you were going to go somewhere where you needed a visa, like Australia or something, you wouldn't be able to do it.
Top 2 here for Casey, who was our pre-flop aggressor. Ace 9 deuce. She has the ace of diamonds in her hand as well.
Yeah, Connie's playing pretty snug. Like, very tight, not really looking to play. I mean, since she lost her initial buy-in, she has only really played one hand for all her chips. It was the aces hand when she had $30 behind, so. Oh, that's true too, Rick. It definitely costs you money if you want the same day
Same day
passport.
passport costs
But I
extra.
really don't think you can get a same day visa. Which, depending on where you're going. Like I said, I'm imagining you don't need one to go to Canada. That is one of the beautiful parts about being an American citizen is most countries will let you just come in without a visa. Or at least most countries that I've been to. You know, like you have 30 days in a lot of places that you can hang out.
One of my favorites.
So that's kind of neat.
Yeah, very cool.
I used to love. Star, that was
Oh, Veronica, giving us a little wave.
No,
Trouble.
she has shed the members only jacket, or it's not a members only jacket, but it kind of had that look.
Members only yes.
Yeah, in the style of members only.
You already asked if I make it rain, so there's the start, right?
Hurricane had Queen 10 on the button.
Really?
If that's correct, that seems sort of tight fold. Maybe she's over it.
A little snug. I'm definitely opening up the button here.
Yeah, Queen 10. Maybe she had foresight and knew that Kathy had Ace Jack in the big blind and was gonna raise. Although still, you're playing Queen 10 on the button, like you're probably fully happy with that scenario.
I'll take Queen 10 on the button.
Yeah.
Ace Jack out of the blind anytime.
What about Wednesday? What about on Wednesday?
On Wine Wednesday, it's
On
a
Wine
whole other
Wednesday.
level because now people just aren't holding that off and so walks through.
Nobody went broke. Well, like they rebought. Nobody left. So I mean, obviously, I don't want to think we have like 13 minutes left. But if you're not already following, jump on the Stones Live poker bandwagon.
Click the heart button. We'll notify
Hearts.
you when we go
Boom.
live.
Bieber it. We won't. The automated system. I mean, unless Justin is sending out those emails.
Really tired.
He's just wrecking those emails.
Open at 21, a pocket jacks from V-Cross. Veronica's going to flatten the 9-10 suit right behind her. Connie, ace queen. Put your man. God damn it.
Oh, wow. Not Jake is. Jake is going to have some strong words for Connie
I want to
later.
see you do so well, Connie. I really do. I don't want to see people fold 9s, 10s, ace queen.
With only $40, too. It's like
I haven't been on my phone.
49.
Except when your husband calls you to tell you you don't know how to play poker.
Casey's letting it go.
Well, you get to invest it.
Ace 9-6.
Valerie.
Check.
wow.
Turn 9.
Veronica probably just going to call here.
Yeah, don't smile too hard, Veronica.
But I think Valerie, yeah, check. Veronica's going to bet. What, $60 maybe?
Probably.
And then Val is probably. Oh, Valerie might look her up. 50 into 100.
I think Veronica would have a larger sizing here with her busted spade draws. Also would probably bet spades on ace 9-6. Win check 2.
Call the position. I think Valerie is going to fold.
I think Valerie definitely should fold.
Oh,
There's
wow.
the line
She's just
working.
gifted. Yeah. She's smart. I love how cheery she put in the call and how immediately rolled her eyes. You know what I think she was thinking? Valerie's thinking she's calling an ace and then sees the trick 9s instead. Right? Like she's calling thinking that Veronica's going to turn over an ace and then doesn't. Much to, well, either way you're losing. But Val's still the winner on the day. Kathy definitely won some money. Alicia, Brilski. I think she made back a little bit, but down a little.
Down. Overall, we're still down for the session.
Casey ends up down, actually up, slightly up.
Oh, and we've abandoned the water and we've gone back to booze.
Next time you know.
Well, maybe it started out as water and Jesus should. Good. Great job. OT or riot. You know what? I think we don't get to, yeah, have fun, right? We don't get to make that decision above our pay grade. It would be interesting. I think that's how you do. We should figure something out, like a donation-based system where like, you can like encore for so much money.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's gonna do that. Still, maybe. Hurricane, Queen Jack of Hearts.
Did I tap one?
Coming, winding down. 10 minutes left here. Casey with better hearts in the small blind.
Remember when that guy was texting?
Pretty exciting.
Hat for him?
Pretty exciting. Ace 4 from the small blind, though. Often you don't really want to like play weak aces out of position, I don't think. So Casey folds. Well says no, thanks. And flops the gutter.
Big flop for Kathy. Middle pair and flush draw.
Interesting. It's probably going to check
Then
the
you can
hand.
have
Kathy
avocado
could
toast with
bet
bacon.
the draw. Oh. I don't see her raising here. With two people, you probably want to give. Oh, well, okay, what's wrong? Do you want to call there and give Valerie more incentive to play? I mean, Valerie's probably, given her specific hand, she's probably not going to be. But
Oh, what I just called?
if you're Kathy and you're facing a bet, do you just flat and see what happens on the turn? Like, and try to entice.
I flat a lot there.
I mean, I guess you can play it either way. Here, Kathy definitely wins the hand. Maybe if she calls, she's not guaranteed to win.
Hope it was worth it. Whatever you put on your hands looks really good.
So who in the chat is going to be playing the WSOP second, which I think starts Friday? The main event. If anyone.
Wow.
And all the food, I mean, I'm going to eat something when we're done. Are you eating here?
What?
All right.
Another V straddle here, courtesy of Juan Veronica Brill.
For those of you watching at home, Jake and I's date just moved up to right after this.
Oh, wow,
right
yeah.
after this.
Wine Wednesday.
Yeah, I mean, the stars have a
Playing
line.
your cards right in
Yeah.
front here.
Wine wins.
Who knows what might have happened?
Sounds fantastic.
Connie's going to limp in the 6-5 suited. Kathy wakes up with the ace queen of diamonds.
Tried and true.
Connie's got $38.
Kathy is going to raise, but I don't see Connie. Based on Connie's tendencies so far, I feel like she's probably not going to continue.
Watch her flat and hold $10 back.
Yeah. That'd be fun. That would send Jake
Oh, she can't- it's
over
raised-
the rail.
It's raised to 41.
Jake would go absolutely
Veronica's gonna
nuts.
call. Well, she's got. Well, okay, the graphic. She's got more than. She's got more than
She
that
had like
back.
70, right? So she's
Yeah.
leaving herself like
So she puts
30
in half her
behind.
stack.
or something.
And flops all of it.
Yeah.
Flops it straight.
And she's gonna get paid on the rest of it
Veronica's
because
got a pair and an open and straight
Veronica
draw.
says pair and open straight draw, and it's two diamonds. Kathy has
Are
a
there
flush
two
draw.
diamonds?
I'm pretty sure there's two diamonds.
There are not two
sorry,
diamonds.
they're not two diamonds. Fine. But she's gonna get paid from one person at least, not two. Although if she checks,
Should have checked. If Connie goes back and watches this,
all in for $48. I mean, Kathy.
Kathy's gonna give her a little loose action, I think.
Probably, and then
Connie out right
Veronica's in a
now.
weird spot where
You
she
gotta worry about
would,
Veronica being behind her.
yeah, Veronica would snap call heads up, but if Kathy calls, does Veronica fold?
I think Veronica is still gonna give her.
Kathy's
still gonna call.
gonna fold. Heads up, you would probably make the call with these queen here,
There's the call.
but based on the fact that Connie hasn't really been trying to get all of her chips in, and Connie holds.
Connie doubles.
Yeah. I had ace queen suited. No, I just figured if I call you and it goes backdoor flush or something.
Connie doubles again.
But there was somebody
5 minutes left. What are the chances? Well, Connie's back into the realm of basically everyone else, like 200. Well, not everyone, but reasonable amount of chips.
I did this knowing I had to work tomorrow.
way to call with
A few more
we
chips.
never got our donuts. They never
Right.
got
Let me
our
check
donuts.
special. Shrimp pasta with garlic sauce, fresh tomatoes, add pita.
I saw her chip.
Sounds good.
I saw her chip go to Connie. That's what I
11.
saw.
Thank you.
Are you happy? Let me know. What did you have?
I also had ace queen.
What's Connie's last
And
name?
I don't know. That was
I don't know.
she raised.
Oh, but you don't know anything. But you don't know if it hurt you. Yeah, it
You
did.
raised your 5-6
That's the same
round.
one I would tell.
It looks like we made it through most of the stream without losing player. I guess Hurricane's available.
No, I thought I
So Mercedes is going to change seats to get position on Connie.
Is that her specific reason?
More specifically, she doesn't want to be out of position against Casey.
That's
Val,
probably more
and
like,
Veronica.
yeah, that's true. You don't want that kind of like line up to your
Although I
left.
wouldn't mind having direct position on Kathy though. And now I'm out of position against Kathy.
It's gonna be tough.
Questionable seat change.
Maybe she just doesn't like the one seat. Some people
I
are
also
very.
do,
Yeah,
I don't like the 1 seat, the 10 seat.
Maybe Casey's dancing just got to her, and she was like, "I need to move. I can't be next to somebody who dances this much."
We got the 10-8 of clubs here for Casey.
It's a four-way action.
Veronica's donation.
Valerie hits the top pair. The top pair. I don't know what that is.
Turn 7, D-cross poker makes 2 pair.
Doesn't hate it. Everybody folds. Oh, Alicia called. Val's gonna probably bet again. Yeah, makes it 25 and the 50, 54.
Oh, you want to see my feature attack? You were looking for
Alicia,
She might. You can. I don't know. The king maybe helps. Valerie bets
the 5-6
two
draw
streets
got
in a
there.
row.
Wow.
Doesn't mess around. Says, you know what? Come down.
Oh, she had that white thing in front of her, so she had to.
Alicia, is she pleading to us to
I think
change
so.
something about that hand? Sorry, Alicia, we can't do it, unfortunately. What is her card protector? It looks like a candy, like a wrapped candy, but like
It's
of
a
brass.
fidget spinner thing.
Oh.
It's a 2-winged
It's
spinner.
a little different.
Two-winged spinner deal.
We all can't talk tonight.
That's my favorite ragtime band. Two-winged spinner deals.
Two-winged spinner deal.
It's like old crow medicine show, but different. Is that what they call it? Ragtime, bluegrass.
Bluegrass.
I was like ragtime. It doesn't sound right. Ragtime is like more jazz.
Kathy, I'm not picking up what you're putting down. Giving us a little pinky wave.
I said $60, 500.
I think she's talking about some of our people in the chat.
Wow.
There's so much action already. I don't want to.
Casey with Ace Jack suited in the cut off. In the cut. It's a girl's name in Canada.
I don't know what you're talking about, Book
Oh, what's the girl? What? Because Justin's going to Canada. Who is he going to see? What's the girl's name in Canada? Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's let's see. Casey, uncontested, takes down the pot with Ace Jack suited. Ace Jack of clubs. Hollywood's hanging out, wondering if he can get into the game. I think he's like, hey, are you guys streaming? What's up?
Hey, boy, hey.
I got golf to play with you guys. I don't know what to do right now.
It seems like a question. You guys streaming? Of course.
JL's gonna get 15 to go with a 9-10 suited. Kathy comes along, King 10 off.
Oh, apparently this is the last hand. Last hand right here. Hopefully, action-packed hand. Let's see. Alicia's
And here comes a 3-bet.
got jacks. Probably isn't going to get a ton of action here.
JL's gonna call.
Yeah? I mean, it's a good... I think you
position.
should call in position with the suited connectors. When you're raising, you're not going to fold it to a 3-bet. Kathy says, heck yeah, let's do it.
Hope springs the turn with the King 10 off.
Do it. And we get a flop that's probably not going to incite a ton of action. Alicia doesn't even blink. 0 blinks.
No doubts.
No blinks. And it's probably going to take it down. Yeah, that's pretty...
Bet 75 on a queen high board, pocket jacks, takes down the pot.
I mean, you got to feel pretty good about that result.
You definitely want
Yeah.
folds.
Yeah, if you're going to do that. But yeah, so it's fun.
So, 1-3 Veronica and friends. Tonight's game didn't get way out of hand like we've seen it do in the past.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of fun.
It was a good time.
I couldn't. Connie held on. The entire
She
stream.
did, right? Fun equity.
Yeah, she had like a 5K prop bet on the side. She could, like,
Yeah, he's like,
hold on. Like,
Connie just won the hugest prop bet just to last the entire
that's
time.
how she crushes 1-3.
Yeah.
It's good.
The last longer cash game.
Don't forget, guys, we've got our Stones Fall Classic coming up here at the end of the month, September 29th through October 8th. Guest commentators Jonathan Little, Annette Oberstadt, David Tuckman, and Justin Hammer. That's our show for tonight. We'll come back on Monday with, I believe, some 5-5, if I'm not mistaken.
Sounds correct. I don't think we're doing PLO again for a while, so. But is it. No, it's not. Is it last Sunday or is that next Sunday?
Last one? I have no idea.
The tournament. But
I don't know things.
Well,
Anyway,
yeah.
appreciate you guys tuning in. Tune in Monday.
No, it's not
and, yeah. Remember, just say pot till you win.
Oh, it is last Sunday.
Good night, guys.
All right, see you guys. Bye. I'm spending the entire.